I'm coughing right away. LOL. Hey, everybody. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a great Saturday. Well, it seems Salah, not without my fupa girl, has gone live. I watched the beginning of this, and my, is she trying to spin some propaganda, and she's trying to make the situation seem not as bad as it is, but we all have eyeballs and we all, can read the news and stuff like that. So we know literally what the situation is. She's still currently live. I think I'm looking at her right now. She's still live. Yeah, so I'm going to react to this BS. So let's get into it. I have it sped up, by the way.
Hi. Hey, Puppet Doctor. Nikki T, Planty, Lena, Suzmir, Yella. Salam alaikum.
And she has that industrial fan going. So if you hear that, that's what that noise is. By the way, speaking of 4th of July, I ate way too much because we had another family event that was going on as well. So I ate entirely too much, and then we had leftovers today, and I ate entirely too much again. So I think tomorrow I will not participate in eating because I'm stuffed. But anyways, back to you, Chantal.
B, Kat and Keely, Danielle, Mike, Lisa, Tally you, don't be worried. Veronica, Red Room, Penny, Hey Hidden Sapphire, Kaylee, Yusufi, Mike, Melissa, Naughty, Jose, not very late, Christine, Carla, Justine, Hungry Himbo, VSC, Lisa, PMAC, Elena, Little Nitty, oh my gosh, I haven't caught you in a while since baby been years. Hey, Ellie Cat, yeah, that's crazy, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm okay, how are you? A lot has happened in my life. Barbara, Sandra, Tammy, hello. Queen, I don't know about that. Kaneda, Liv, yeah, movie gal, made with flowers, so.
Maybe I have it sped up a little bit too fast. Yo, let me take it down a notch. Kind of fast.
It's like, I need to stop, no kidding. I need to learn more. Hey, Dream, Princess Peach's cousin, nice. Ellen, Trixie, Sandra, please come on more. Sorry, Peachy, Tanya, Mike. Yeah, no problem, Justine. TLS, hello, Mondu, Kimbers, oh my gosh. Back in the USA, I never lived in the USA.
Thank God.
Okay, A, Andre Marie, Dog Paws, Brooke. I'm getting serious. I don't like the retouch. I like the flawed skin look. I'm tired of the
And you know what? Now that I
look.
think about it, thank God to your stupidity, because of you being smuggled into Syria and you posting the videos of all of this, you probably will never set foot in the United States again.
Larry, Tim, Rosa, the naughty box, Tanya. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, sorry, my fan is on max. New arc. Hey, Krista, Ida, Catherine, Claire. You got youngest bees or Ashley? Hi, Catherine, Claire. Hey, Gia. You're happy I'm okay? Thank you. Aw, thank you. Samantha, hello. What's up, guys? Let me have some.
Uh-oh, ladies growling already. Lady.
Hey, Rosa.
Lady has to put her 2 cents in. I'm sorry. Lady. Oh my goodness, lady. Oh my goodness, lady. She does the same thing every time. It's fun. Look at that. Oh my goodness. She's doing that cute puppy dog thing where they get their paw and like rub it over their eyes and like hide their face. Big old dog. Acting like a baby.
Script goat. Hey, Shavonda. Well, tell that to Shavonda. She hasn't been in my chat. I don't blame her. Meowsers, Sylvie. I look skinnier. I'm fine at all.
I mean, she's not as
my health comes
swollen.
Yeah. Alicia. It looks so hot there. Do I look shiny?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm not sweaty right now. That's weird. But I have been sweating a lot. Yes.
It's probably like a protective layer of salt that's, been created on her skin because I'm sure she's not bathing properly. So it's the protective layer of salt that is on her skin.
I don't bite my nails. It's called cutting them with
oh, she's on that picture.
Nail clippers. Sometimes I bite them though. Like the corners. I always did that.
Shout out to Fat Cow. She noticed that. LOL. I like Fat Cow.
Shy Beauty, hello. Anonymous, the temperature. Actually, guys, it's not even that. Hey, Fernanda. You're like, hey, Margie. Laura. Okay, so yeah, I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't really. I guess I've just been busy. You know, like I just got here, and so I'm settling into my new life, which is
new life,
very different from the life I'm used to.
You
I'll
think?
just be honest about that. Not necessarily in a bad way, just in a way. Hey, normal set might seem overwhelming for some people, but do I feel healthier? Yes, but I've only been here a few days, so it's gonna be a while.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, I don't think a life like that would be overwhelming for many people, because many people have been poor. Many people have gone without. I mean, even including the United States. I'm sure, there are people that have, gone without in the United States because they didn't have money to pay for it or whatever. So this is not, in Chantal's world, she thinks like this is just like an experience. It's so rare. No, it's not rare, actually. Oh, look, Lady agrees.
I don't even think about binge eating or doing anything like that.
Because you can't.
Overeating. It's too hot. I'm too busy. And there's no, I don't have access to fast food, like easy access to fast food. I can't order it. Hey, Emmy.
Maybe this is the best thing for her.
Things.
What other diet could she have possibly done, or what other kind of life regimen could she have done other than something like this, literally going into a war zone or going into prison? I mean, those are her two options.
No, not live here indefinitely. No.
Good luck getting out.
Thanks, Nicole. That's okay. It's normal to worry. I mean, when people think Syria, obviously they just think of which is, it is still a country that's like recovering from being war torn, and
they're not recovering. I was going to say that they're not recovering. There's still currently ongoing situations. They were bombed a few days ago, I believe in southern Damascus, as well as there's current bombings going on, I believe, at the Lebanon border in Syria. So yeah, it's an ongoing situation.
Additional period going on. Hey, plain cheese. I would love to help rebuild.
Get the fuck out of
Syria
here.
to lose weight.
Sorry.
It's not to lose
my
weight.
language.
It's to be with my husband, number one, right?
My husband.
Two, even though it's challenging, sometimes I break down and I'm really out of shape. I like to travel, and I get bored as heck in Canada after a few
That's her
weeks,
problem.
So
that's right there. That's her problem. She gets bored because she doesn't do anything, because she's stagnant. So she has to create chaos in order to think she's living life.
Rebuilding here, rebuilding there. Rebuilding here with Salah and my cat just seems a lot more healing. Learning a lot. Like, when you're put in challenging situations, you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot how to cope with life. You learn a lot about different things, Hey, Christopher. No North Korea, these.
Okay. Here's a clue to everyone. If, you're new here, I don't know. Every time she says, like that means she's bullshitting. That's one of her little signs.
Thank you, Margie. The heat, well, it's been, okay, so the heat, again, if you're put in a situation that, people here adapt, and learning through the different options we've had, So basically how it works here for the heat, it's not Kuwait, okay? It's not like Middle East heat, like Gulf country heat. It's it's pretty much the same heat as Canada.
Excuse me, lady's sneezing. She sneezed 3 times. Bless you, lady. She's looking right at me. I'm sorry. I know, it's the allergies. It's horrible.
Oh, it's cool. I can feel the cool air coming in the window. I have a fan going though, but...
depending on which part of Syria she's in, yeah, there's probably desert climate. It just depends. If she's more towards the coastal region, towards Lebanon or whatever, that would be more of a Mediterranean climate. Let's say Italy, Greece, that sort of thing. It's Southern California. That's a perfect example of a Mediterranean type climate.
I don't, even Salah, he's kind of new here. He was born and raised. Bear, hello! Thank you! I just put a quick hijab on, and yeah, I'm gonna, how am I liking it? Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Hey, Sarah. Julia as well, she's in the window. Julia, shuba dish. Means, what are you doing? Okay, so, the government, because of the infrastructure, basically, you guys know, 10 years of war completely almost deteriorated the power system here. So
I believe the war has been going on a lot longer than 10 years.
You get free, you get electricity from the government for 4 hours a day, and it's like spread out 1 hour at a time. 2 to 3 p.m., 2 to 3 a.m., 8 to 9 p.m., 8 to 9 a.m. Okay, that's it. And I have a CPAP, so yeah. So, well, the fan came with the apartment. One fan came with the apartment. So it's only hot really from like 10 a.m.
And you know what I think of when I think of a situation like that? She probably doesn't even think about this. I think about somebody who might be on dialysis, or somebody that actually uses some type of respiratory treatment in order to stay like alive, like constantly 24 hours a day. I think about people like that are living in Syria, not this idiot right here that needs her CPAP because she can't put the plate down.
I'd say maybe 9 until 4:35. Then it cools off and it's much more tolerable. Like I don't even really feel like I need an AC right now. This fan is amazing.
Sure,
we have another
Jan.
fan also in the bedroom.
Liar.
Looks like I've slimmed a bit. Thank you. Well,
It's water weight.
so my knees are so sore and like bruised from like a lot of
Oh, insert dirty joke here.
people like sit on the ground here. So on like these mats, and we even have one too. It's a like I think it's a matchless Arabic style seating. But getting up and down, man.
Can
Being
you
fat is hard in
imagine?
Canada, and it's even harder in Syria. I would say 1,000,000 times harder in Syria. Yeah, I'm okay. No generator mic, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of I'm tired. Like I've been doing a lot. My body's tired, but it's a good tired of walking. I have a video of me waddling up this huge hill in the valley, and like anyway, I have a funny. So basically, the electricity. So what the main thing, because there's a lot of sun here, the sun is very strong. A lot of people have private solar panels installed in their place,
So do we.
and of course during the day, you know, the government electricity will switch on, and then you switch your solar off, then you switch it back on. And during the day when there's sun, of course, you can use the electricity. But there's also at night we have a battery, because if there's no sun, there's no power unless you have a battery like storing the energy. So yeah, so we have that installed recently, and
I wonder. I'm gonna have to Google that because I don't know. I wonder who is supplying the solar panels and the batteries. Is Tesla available in Syria? I highly doubt that. I'm curious. I wonder who's supplying those batteries for that.
you still have to be very, very mindful of, you know, where you use your electricity. Like, you still have to conserve it. Like, right now, it's dark. Like, the only light I have on is this one and the fan going. And, like, when I go to sleep, it's just going to be the fan CPAP. And there's, like, a little night light that probably doesn't use much power. So, I did get a good night's sleep last night. I am sleeping, but it's just, you know, we've had to do alternative things. Like, we've had to figure it out. So, yeah. Right now, we're just temporarily renting a place.
Oh.
So, yeah, I
I
have
thought he
pretty
owned a
secret
house.
Syria.
Wait a minute.
Interesting.
I thought, didn't he own a house or has a house or some bullshit like that? So now they're temporarily renting a place in Syria. Okay.
Julia! Dale on.
Cat deflection.
She's not obedient.
It's
Hey,
a
Nicole.
cat.
Hi, everybody, by the way. You're eating a rice platter? Seem calmer? No, I'm not in a hotel. We're in our apartment. I don't have a fridge. So we have a cooler that we use, you know, put cold water. We can keep the water cold. Cold water in Arabic is called my bad. My bad. Just in case you wanted to know that. I'm learning a lot. I've learned more Arabic being here for like a few days, and I haven't wait. Like the
You know
whole two-
why? Because she's probably forced to, because nobody probably speaks. I mean, there's probably English, I'm guessing, but I'm sure like nobody speaks French and stuff like that. Well, maybe, I don't know. I take that back. I'm going to have to Google that because I don't know. But yeah, I'm assuming that if she's out like in the bush, that people speak the national language.
There's no where am I storing my cheese? Don't have cheese. No jubna. No, yeah, Mary. No, I'm getting enough sleep. That's the thing. Like, we fixed the problem, and
What's the problem?
yeah. So we fixed the problem. And, you know, it's not an issue. Turd, welcome to our users. Ready to?
Like they have, like I'm guessing that they have the kind of solar power where they have to like store up the power before they use it. So it's not like they can actively use the panels to run the household, which would be a lot better for her, because then they wouldn't have to rely on government electricity at all if they would get those type of panels. But I mean, I don't even know if that's available, or if they even have the technicians with that special expertise to do that. Because I'm thinking back to when we had solar panels put on the house, because the way our house is, we have two roofs, because there's two sections of the house and there's panels on each roof, and then each side of the house has battery, like to store power. So I mean, I can't even imagine that they would have the technicians out there to do something like that, or even not only that, the house that she's in or whatever, if they're renting, how are they allowed to do that, to put that on the roof or wherever? And the weight of that, will the house be able to hold the weight of the solar tiles? Yeah, it's a lot of questions. So I don't know if I believe her.
I'm not going to be talking about like our private life like anymore, like work, if he's working, why we came here. Number one, he's Syrian, right? He has a Syrian.
What does that mean?
He's got a passport. He's a citizen here. So if I'm not in Kuwait and we want to be together, you know, like, but that's one of the reasons. Everything else is just really personal, and the battery doesn't run a small fridge. I don't know if we could get a small fridge. We probably could. We may look into that.
That uses a lot of power.
But I don't really want to just like set up home here when we're probably not going to stay here. You know? Syria. Thank you, Mika.
I don't think she realizes what, like, you know, refrigerator, lights, CPAP, whatever, computer. I don't think she realizes how much power those items actually use.
And you know what? I need to rough it. No, that's okay. You guys can ask, but I'm not going to be talking about like really personal things. My plan for this arc while I'm in Syria is actually just going to be like, no, Malaysia, we're not residents there. So having to travel all the time, you know.
So you're a resident of Syria now?
Yeah, there are a lot of things I enjoy. I'm going to get to that.
Is that what she just said? She just said that she's a resident of Syria. They're not residents of Syria and they don't want to travel all the time. So she's saying she is a resident of Syria, or she's saying that like because she's fake married to Salah, so she's thinking that so is she renouncing her Canadian citizenship? I'm sure the Canadians will be happy at that.
Stinky person, that's kind of a personal question. Learning the Dubka. I did learn a bit, actually. Syria arc. What was I going to say? Barbara, welcome to Grand Park Universities. Yeah, I know people are genuinely struggling here, and I definitely, you know, people think, okay, people are struggling, but like, how do I want to say this? Of course I have empathy for that, you know, like, I don't know.
I would say no, you don't have empathy, because in your last live you were showing wads of cash. So somebody who's empathetic towards somebody's struggles, or somebody not having food, housing, clothing, whatever the case might be, doesn't do something like that. So no, I don't believe you. You have no empathy in your body whatsoever.
I don't know, like, what to say about that. Like, I know, like, I wanted to say basically, like, I'm so tired. I'm just, like, so tired. There's people struggling, and we feel for them, obviously.
Obviously. Mm-hmm. What is that? Did somebody break the perimeter? Uh-oh. Somebody's in the perimeter. I don't even know what that beeping was. Somebody is in the perimeter. Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, well. Whatever. Okay, hi everybody I missed. Sorry. What was I gonna say?
Not a damn thing. That's what she was gonna say.
So yeah, what are we doing? Hey, Scrape Goat. Oh no, I didn't even know you were here. Hey, Marilla. If you're working, it's okay. Hey, YouTube lover. I'm probably not going to be long right now. I'll try to go live more tomorrow, but we're still, like, getting everything working. Like, the solar has been a pain in the, you know what? There's just, like, always a problem that we have to fix. And we're just busy with that. And, like, constant.
Welcome to home ownership. Anybody that owns a house knows that's the real life of owning a house. But I'm not saying she owns it, but I'm just saying if you want to own a home, that's what happens.
Visiting people, like, and I just mean like
What,
the way
visiting
the
people?
Syrian, like the Arab culture, I
Wait,
guess in
I
general,
gotta
maybe.
play that back.
And sorry,
I had to play that back. I didn't catch what she said.
what was I gonna say? So yeah, what are we doing? Hey, Scapegoat. Oh no, I didn't even know you were here. Hey, Marilla. If you're working, it's okay. Hey, YouTube lover.
You know what's really
I'm probably not gonna
creepy?
be long range.
I'm like going off into a tangent here. I'm like, I have her live on my TV, but I have the volume down because she's still currently live as I'm watching this. And it's really weird to watch it with no sound. And I believe Sala's in the room, if I'm not mistaken, because she's talking to somebody. And the way she looks at him is so creepy. It's almost like she's looking at food or like a piece of meat and like sizing him up or something. I don't know. It's the weirdest pedophile type of look I've ever seen in my life. Back to you, Chantal.
I'll try to go live more tomorrow, but we're still like getting everything working. Like the solar has been a pain in the, you know what? There's just like always a problem that we have to fix, and we're just busy with that, and like constantly visiting people, like, and I just mean like
Wow.
the way the Syrian, like the Arab culture, I guess in general maybe, and like it's a wonderful thing, okay? But I'm someone who is very
Well, apparently she doesn't like visiting with people or being friendly with the citizens of Syria. I'm taking it. Wow.
like I'm from Canada,
What does that
and
mean?
I'm not used to that, like people being so welcoming, like even in this building.
Here she goes again talking shit about Canada. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not used to that being from Canada, people being so welcoming. Why is it that every chance you get, you shit on Canada or the United States? Take your pick. She always does it. But that's not true. Maybe because of the way that you were raised, but where your uncle is your brother and your sister is your cousin, is your dad, is your grandpa type of family. Maybe that's how you grow up. But I think the majority of Canada and the majority of the United States, grew up with, sharing food with their neighbors, sharing food with their family, visiting their neighbors, especially if you're in an apartment building, you become friends with people and all that sort of thing. That's the normal way people live life. I don't know how, like I said, you're a feral person out there raised by the hills have eyes, Ken. I don't know.
Like the neighbors, if you want to just come home and walk in your building, a lot of people will keep their door open to keep the cool air circulating, and it's like they'll basically as soon as they see you, come like tad, like sit, have eat, like whatever they're eating, it doesn't matter, they'll let you eat, have some tea, have some coffee, have some watermelon, have some shisha, have some
That's normal. Like it literally, I live in a neighborhood like that. I have Filipino neighbors. They do the same thing. I have neighbors across the street from Mexico. They do the same thing. I have a woman next door that's from the South. Same thing. If you're friendly with your neighbors, this is a normal thing. This isn't unusual. She's just antisocial. She doesn't like it all. It has to be all about her. If it's not all about her, then she doesn't like it.
they want you to stay to meet other people that are coming over, and it's just like constant invites from just random like people that you meet. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Wow. What a
But like I'm
weird
getting used to
bitch.
it.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like, and they're so nice. Like I don't know how, like just so hospitable.
And
Like,
then
they
not to
don't have,
mention like let me sprinkle this in there. Being in Syria and the current situation as far as like food scarcity, electricity, all that sort of thing going on. And then here comes this like pale skinned 500-pound hobbit. Chantal is literally like a fucking unicorn in the middle of Syria. So of course people are going to want to invite you over because they've never seen anything like that before.
but what they do have, they will give you. Like they'll share. And yeah, we're like that too. But I'm getting used to that kind of lifestyle. So once I have everything set up, the apartment fully cleaned, consistent power.
What do you mean the apartment?
Cold water in my stock.
How many days has she been there? What do you mean the apartment fully cleaned? What have you been doing?
We have a kettle. I can invite people too, but first neighbors were, yes, Barbara, yeah, and they were poor, giggling incessantly nonstop. Yes. No, living good life. It's okay. We don't need. It's all right. You don't need to send money.
Like literally,
Right.
because yesterday was the 4th of July, literally. barbecuing in the front yard with the tent up and everything. People driving by, stopping by, neighbors coming by, everybody coming by. That's like normal, especially on the 4th of July. That tends to happen in neighborhoods. But I mean, yeah, she's weird.
Babies. You live in your time zone. Oh, you want to be mod? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. No sugar. I appreciate that. They know what you went through in the West. They know you're a celebrity.
What did she go through? What the heck?
Nescafe bees. No, Arabic coffee bees.
Can you imagine if they
yes, we have
find
solar
out?
power. But there's like an issue with the battery, the storage battery. During the day, no mushkila. Like the electricity will work, right? Because
Oh my goodness! If any of those videos of her get around, because like I'm assuming, because they don't have access to specific like platforms on YouTube, so they probably don't even know about her like disgusting past. Can you imagine if some of those videos make its way around there? Oh my goodness, she needs to leave. She needs to leave Syria because eventually it's going to happen.
Storage battery for night, there's something wrong with it, of course.
I mean,
of course,
if the trolls or the haters, whatever you want to call them, were able to get her and Glitter Tits booted from Kuwait, I can't even imagine what they're going to be able to do in Syria. You should be shitting your pants, which you probably are, Chantal.
When you don't have TV or internet, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like taking a step back in time, but it's good because it's like, you know, it's a different way of life, like that I've not experienced, you know. So for me, it's like interesting and like.
Man,
it's rough, like on my body. Like I'm visibly tired because my body is in shock. Like it's not used to sweating, moving.
Wow. I can't. Can you imagine saying that? My body's not used to sweating, moving. I can't even imagine. Can you imagine?
Anything, like nothing. It's just not used to
wow.
it.
What's
I don't
like
know.
to
It will
have that
humble.
life?
Yes, it humbles you.
Wow.
And you appreciate the comforts.
Sweating
and
and
like,
moving
whatever.
humbles
like, I don't
you.
even really care about like AC. Like obviously, it's like I would almost feel bad having AC and using all the power grids. Like using AC. Like when we barely have power. Like whatever.
Please.
I can live without a fridge. Whatever.
If she gets the opportunity to do any of that, she'll do it. It's not going to be like, I can live without it. No, she's going to do it. Just watch.
It's really cheap here. You know?
Just wait.
Honestly, like I was like people are just vending stuff on the street, like fresh fruits and vegetables. It's like melon season. It's like amazing, like the real food, you know? You drive down the street and you can like, I don't know, you can smell the olive trees. Like people make fresh, like the olive oil is like amazing. It's so good for you.
It's so weird to me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe was she sheltered all her life or feral? I don't even know how she was, honestly. I mean, you could take your pick of those. But for her to be like, there's fruit on the street and olive oil and stuff like that. Those of us that have been raised like in families of culture, whether that be Hispanic, Portuguese, whatever. Like, this is all normal life to us. So for her to be saying it like this is just some amazing thing, it's really bizarre to watch. And it's really bizarre to see, for me at least. It's just
I'm not
weird.
even sweaty, but I'm shiny. It's weird. I'm not hot. Hey, Tracy. Anyways, I'm behind. I've been filming clips. I've been filming, especially driving around different areas.
Are we in trouble again? Watch.
It was like so surreal.
I mean,
and, like,
I'm surprised she's not in trouble for filming that armed convoy yet. Give it time.
Heartbreaking. You'll be driving around and the streets, like it's just full of. I took video, but it's like full of buildings that are just bombed, like just
really?
war torn. And if they're not bombed, that they have like littered with bullet holes, and it's just like insane.
Didn't she say at the beginning of this that it wasn't like that? There's none of that going on. Now all of a sudden she's saying it. Interesting.
To think that like there were families living there, you know. So it's like it's really emotional, and it's very humbling
And you know what's funny too is she's sitting there in whatever apartment house that she's sitting in. She doesn't realize that a bomb could drop on her at any moment, because the situation is ongoing currently right now. So she is living in Delulu land.
Like I have nothing but utmost respect for the culture and the people. They've just been so like, they're just so nice. Like it is, yeah. The guys with the guns. Well, they're basically, I don't know if they're they must be part of the new regime or whatever, I don't know. But
okay. I don't know what she's going to say here. But part of the new regime, Now, my opinion is that if she's really pro the new regime and giving praise to the new president or leader of Syria and is pro that side, tends to make me believe that Salah and his family, how do I say this, are on the wrong side. I'll just say that. They're not on the right side. They're on the wrong side.
Where's Salah? He's here. He's resting. They have homemade French fries. Yeah. Batata. Yo, you can get like a falafel this big, full of salad and a few potatoes, like fried potatoes. I think it was like 60 cents or something. It's like super cheap. The food is just like amazing. There's no problem there. And honestly,
There is a problem there where people don't have money. People literally don't have 60 cents to do that, Chantal. So the fact that you're sitting there and your fat ass in a country that's on the verge of a nationwide famine saying, oh, it's so cheap, blah, blah, blah. You gotta go fuck yourself. Sorry. Makes me angry.
Like, other than when we visit people and they're constantly feeding you. You know, sometimes I'm just like, la shukran, like, no, thank you. And it's just, they don't take no for an answer because they're so nice.
That's how culture is.
Yeah, he's from Syria, Denise.
Jeez.
Hi, Ase.
And it's funny, and she calls all of us uncultured. She's the only one that's uncultured here. You know, the fact that she doesn't like the hospitality of the Syrian culture says a lot about her.
My diabetes, yeah, I mean,
It's still there.
I take my metformin, but hey, simply, so I guess they're just cops or military. There's like, basically they have like these little outposts. There'll be like some tires dividing the way with a new free Syria flag with the 3 stars, and then there'll be like a couple of military with they have assault rifles, but I mean, that's how they're armed here. They're really nice. You just roll down the window, salam alaikum, yep, okay, they wave you by, basically. They don't really give you a problem.
Those are barricades, by the way.
Loyalty Visa Club, have you had any experience where you've gotten a bit scared, had second thoughts about being there, no hate scares? Or you said, maybe, honestly, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's challenging.
I like how she makes like checkpoint barricades seem like it's a normal situation. Oh, the guys with the guns are nice, they wave you through, whatever. Okay, keep thinking that. Okay.
It really is. Especially the electricity, that's something that I realized I took for granted. Just when I was in Canada, I would have the TV on all day. Even in Kuwait, the TV on all day. Every single light in the house until I went to bed. The bathroom fan on for no reason, even when I wasn't in there using it. Like, like it's just like...
Because you're an asshole. Like a normal person that actually, appreciates things and pays bills and that sort of thing doesn't do that. They don't leave shit on in the house if nobody's in the room. That's a you problem.
Makes you realize, like, the waste.
She's probably the cause of global warming.
There was one incident. I don't know if someone wanted me to talk. I'm not going to be talking politics or anything like that. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, don't, because you'll lose.
The 3 stars is the new flag, the new liberated Syria flag. Yeah, I will, no sugar. Hey, Abibajay.
Actually, I've seen a lot of talk, like people comparing the new flag to like the American flag or the Nazi symbol. But actually, I think I can't remember which eagle specifically it is. It's that has been an ancient symbol in Syria's history. So that's not like something that they have ripped off from another country. If anything, other countries have probably ripped that symbol off of them. But that's like something original to Syria itself.
We went to an area of Syria and met up with some of Salah's friends. People he knew. Uh-oh. And even people that you don't know, they just come along like if you... I'm just joking.
Wait, what? That sounded kind of sketchy.
It kind of scared me a bit, but when I think about it, I'll get to that. It was really dark, and we went to... People like to stay up really late, like till like 4 in the morning, socializing. And, we went to a park, and they set up a nice...
Excuse me. I don't know if that's the normal thing there, but out here in Los Angeles, hanging out with a group of guys and then some guys that you don't know and then going to a park at 4 in the morning, it sounds a little bit sketchy to me.
And chairs for like families to go and have a good time. Kids can play, whatever. There's squat bathrooms. There's mostly squat bathrooms here. That's one thing also if I do adjust to. But I won't get into that. But I'm just telling you that's one of the different things. We have a Western toilet and a squat bathroom. I can show you that someday.
No, thank you.
Julia. It sounds like a no. Tracy, yes, there was a civil war between Bashar regime and the former president, and people wanting a free Syria. So yes, that's what it's from. So yeah, I've had to use those bathrooms, and I can, yes.
That kind of is what was happening. She's not telling the 100% like truth about that, but it's not like the new president is any better than the old one. Give it time. He's not as nice as it seems.
For someone my size, I'm actually able to do that. I'm able to physically still do things. Anyways, so we're at the park. We're having a really good time, and we go to leave, and really, really close. Like, it startled me. We hear like bang, bang, like shotgun, like gun noises, and I was like firecrackers. And so I was like, I think someone probably got shot. And I was like, what? Like my heart sank into my stomach, because I realized then, like,
is that the first time she's heard a gun?
Groups of there's a lot.
Is that the first time she's ever heard a gun go off? Interesting, if that's the case. The fact that she thought that was fireworks. Interesting.
Still contention between certain groups of people, like different religious groups, etc. here. But
that's not. There's groups of people going around robbing and killing people. Basically, is what's going on there. As far as, and then the religious groups as well, the murdering of the Christians and that sort of thing. So yeah, that stuff's going on there.
Yeah, we went home, whatever, to where we were visiting, and on the news, apparently there was somebody got shot and killed 50 meters from our car. 50 meters.
Was it how do I say this? Okay, she said they came with a group of guys, and then some guys they didn't know laughed about it, just kidding. And then now all of a sudden, 50 meters from their car, somebody was murdered. I don't know, but that sounds like very suspicious, Chantal. I don't know. That doesn't look good. Does not look good. Especially, if you don't know who Glitter Tits' friends. And you know what the thing is, too? Another thing. If he allegedly wasn't raised in Syria or, left Syria at a young age, which I don't believe. I'm one of the ones that don't believe that. How does he have friends in Syria if he was never raised there? That doesn't make sense.
So I was like, I felt sick. Like, I was like, wow, like, I don't know. That was like a reality. But then I realized, do you know how many pew-pewings happen in, like, the United States? You know what I mean? Like, it happens in other countries. It's just maybe for different reasons. Well, summer solstice, when was the last
You're full of shit,
in the United States?
First of all, don't compare the United States to Syria. It's not the same thing. While, yes, there is a problem with shootings here in the United States, there is, as far as gun violence and that sort of thing, the majority of shootings that happen, I believe from what I read, per year, the deaths are by suicide as opposed to a mass shooting or something like that. So it's not the same scenario as in Syria. Now, if you look up the totals for Syria as far as shootings and all of that sort of thing, it's probably impossible to actually calculate how many people actually become unalived in Syria. So I'm sure the count is way more than the United States. And not only that, there's not bombs currently being dropped in the United States every day. So that's another thing, Chantal. You're a moron.
Right? So I'm just saying, it's not like Syria, I'm not saying Syria's as safe as the U.S. I'm just saying that those kind of things.
And then I think I think shootings actually do occur in Canada as well. I believe it's like somewhere over 1,000 or maybe close to 1,000 per year. Shootings, whether like I don't even know what it was like, under what circumstances or whatever. So no country is actually safe. And you sound stupid trying to compare a literal war zone, a civil war zone that's currently still active, to the United States or Canada. You're stupid.
So that was kind of like scary for me. That was probably the only scary thing that happened. But then I was just like, whatever, like, I don't think that, I think they have a certain target in mind when they do that.
No, they don't.
I'm not
another
I stay out of
moron. No, they don't have a certain target. If, like I said, if you had street smarts, or you actually lived in the real world, majority of things that happen like that are because of opportunity. It's not because, it's like, oh, they were scoping this individual out. No, these things happen because of opportunity. They see the opportunity and they take it. It doesn't matter who the person is, they take the opportunity. You're a fucking moron.
I just want to come here and be with my husband, appreciate.
I hope Salah has guns. Does he? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Depending on who's. You know what? That's a good question. Does Salah have weapons? Because I'm kind of thinking maybe he does, because from the sound of this incident that happened, I don't know. She sounded like she implicated his friends, to me at least, 50 feet away from the car. Who knows? He should probably have some. And if he's running with that crowd, he probably does.
And there's like, I want to be a person who shows like a different side and not focus on that on my channel, but it is a reality. So there's going to be some instances, like when I show you some of the buildings, it's unavoidable. It's everywhere. And there are people living in those ruins. There's people living there. Like,
where else are they supposed to go? You know what's funny? I'm watching this, and like that post that I made when she made the community post and showed her face or whatever, and I said, maybe this will change you, blah, 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 blah. Now that I'm kind of watching this and seeing her mannerisms and all of that, she's not going to change. None of this that she's seeing, this devastation, the person being killed near her, the bombed buildings, all of this, it's not going to change her one bit. She's still going to remain the same piece of shit asshole that she is.
I mean, I'm not used to hearing like gunshots, so I didn't know. It sounded like fireworks to me, like firecrackers or something. So.
Funny. That's so funny to me. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's also not like you guys think. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not, there was a lot more of that stuff going on in like 2012, 2000. You know what I mean? Like it's.
She's insane.
Basically a revolution happening right now. So yes, there's still a lot of danger, but I don't feel as unsafe as like people probably think I should, So yeah. Anyway.
Like a literal bomb could drop in her house right now.
I never said Canada was as bad with gunshots. What are you talking about? Yeah, Salah worries for me. He was definitely worried about me coming here and tried to warn me a million times.
He probably didn't want her there.
And I was like, well, I don't want to leave you in this without, like, I worry about him every single day. I'd rather be here with him going through it. Like, I love him. He's my husband.
She'd rather be there with him so she can watch him. That's the only reason why she's there. Not because she's, like, literally worried about his safety. It's because she doesn't want him banging a hot Syrian chick. That's why.
And, other than that one incident, it's been totally, the people are amazing. Hey, Diego.
That one incident.
Were Salah's friend's face? Not at all. No.
I mean, living in Los Angeles, you get used to it. I mean, those of us that live in big cities, yeah, we are desensitized towards murders and stuff. Every once in a while, something will happen near my house. You hear gunshots, the ghetto bird, LA PD helicopter, will be out circling and stuff like that. You get used to it. It's sad, but it's true. But for her to say that Syria is the same as that is just, it blows my mind. I'm not.
I don't really want to move to Malaysia, Nicole. I think once it's a rough setup and it's a different lifestyle. Like for you guys comfortable at home with your AC, TVs on, everything. I get it. We can buy a TV here. I mean, it's not like we can't have TV. But you adapt. You just live within the means that you have where you are.
She's being forced to. There's a difference. This is by choice.
I would rather be here with like limited electricity than depressed in that apartment in Canada.
Can you imagine?
I don't know.
Can you imagine the one night stand that won't go away? This is Chantal. Or the catfish that won't go away. Can you imagine? I wonder how many more Chantals there are out there in the Tinder universe or Plenty of Fish universe. Everybody be careful. You don't catch yourself a Chantal.
I don't think they usually kidnap Canadians, and there hasn't been any in a long time.
Do.
They're not as they're more rare, and they don't happen usually in like in Damascus.
What is she talking? What do you mean Canadians? Is she a fucking moron? It's Caucasian. It's not Canadian. You could be Caucasian from any fucking country. They will kidnap you. Canadians is rare. No, it's not, because there's actually plenty of articles, I've read them, about things with female Canadians going on in Syria. But you're a moron. It has this like 100% has to do with your skin color, Chantal. They see you as a high value target. You're a moron.
It's usually when they were happening. It was happening in like Riga, Aleppo, like really far from me. So
it's still happening.
I'm not saying it's not possible. It is, but it's a risk.
You don't think that one of these roaming, groups of individuals that do these types of crimes won't drive 100 miles and they find out where you're at to get you and take you somewhere out in the desert, Chantal, and hold you for ransom? You don't think they'll do that? You're a moron. It's worth the gas to drive 100 miles to get something like you. But then again, how would they lift you in the car? I don't know. Maybe Salah would help them. I don't know.
Living with. I know the risks. You
don't know the risks. You're a moron.
Julia's safe. I will guard her with my life. Pumpy, really? But the new regime does not. They're investigating that pew-pewing. According to the news, they do not condone innocent civilians being unalived.
Okay, that tells you right there what side Salah is speaking into her ear. The president, a former LOL member of ISIL, whatever term you want to call the president, she's propagandizing all this bullshit. There you go. Now, like I said, I know I saw people want to say like it's racist trying to connect the two, but right there, that connects the two for me. And it's not being racist saying that. It's a reality of what's going on in Syria right now. Who's running the country? ISIS guy. Like, come on.
It's not legal, So, oh, you pretty girl, come say hi to the people. Oh, I love you. No, I'm snobby. Oh, disease? What disease? I know people worry. I understand that. I don't fault you for that.
And this is another thing. There's certain things that she says, especially that right there, as far as like, oh, the government's investigating or whatever. These are like red flags for somebody that's being radicalized, where she's being fed information and she's being taught the propaganda to perpetrate a fraud into the world. And to show, it's kind of like North Korea. You know how North Korea does their shit? It's same thing going on here. No different.
Gonna try, Nicole. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try. I know there's risks, like if there does happen to break out more war and more, stuff like that, they might close the airspace and I won't be able to leave. Some things like that might happen. And,
what do you mean they might close the airspace?
How can I leave? Like,
oh, they might close the airspace and I can't leave. But what are you gonna do when the bombs are dropping? Like literally, can't run away from the bomb dropping on your head. What? She's insane.
My husband,
she's literally insane.
Hey, Gabrielle, I would rather worry about those things happening to me than me being so. Oh no, I can't. I don't want to live in Turkey.
And you better hope whatever deal the United States and Israel and all this, like I said, has to do with the pipeline and dropping all the sanctions and all that sort of thing. You better hope that doesn't backfire, because of the way the United States have been and Israel have been going about things. They could carpet bomb Syria, as far as you know, and you'll be in there. Have fun.
They have cat food. We use natural cat litter. Red clay, like red sand.
Yeah, it means outside dirt that's polluted from the bombs dropping and the weaponry.
Is he able to be in your videos? Yeah, he can. He's just preferring not to right now.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, they have hospitals. They have university. They have, yeah, they do.
Where? Not near you.
If he loved you, he would want you to leave. He didn't want me to come here. So,
I mean,
but
obviously.
I do what I want with my life.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean, if anything, if she truly loved him and cared about him, first of all, she wouldn't have gotten into the trouble in Kuwait that she did and did all of that. I mean, they had it set up pretty good there. She did all of that, but it's already probably a struggle for him in Syria. But then to waddle her ass over into Syria with all her health shit and whatever and all of that, her complaining, her curiosities and all that stuff. She thinks she's making the situation better for him. No, she's not. Like I said, it's all about her and she does what she wants. She doesn't give a shit about anybody else. And this includes glitter tits. She doesn't give a shit.
Syria has the best healthcare in the world. Maybe he's just being a bit patriotic, that's all, when he said that.
Please.
They do have some smart doctors, though. Apparently, especially a lot of people, every person I met was like, I used to be 140 kilos. And yes, we've hung out with people that were fat, so, or not fat in a derogatory way, but bigger. I don't, like, people think everyone's just like,
yeah, people are going to say they used to be 140 kilos and then they go to Syria and get on the famine diet. And sure, that makes everyone lose weight.
Here, like, there is poverty, you know, but no sugar, baby girl. Just keep yourself away from troubles. I love you, and I keep you in my prayers. And please give us some infos once in a while. Thank you, no sugar. Appreciate you. I'm working on. I haven't been able to edit anything, but I still haven't gone down to, like, you know, downtown Damascus, like old. I don't know if you call it downtown, but XSFZX45. Love you. Please stay safe. Thank you. Appreciate you. I might, if I have to leave, I might not be able to. That's a reality I have to live with. If something happens.
Jeez. What a dumb individual.
So yeah. Hey, Victoria. Well, we've just been busy doing a lot, like, you know, going out and doing things that are not involving watching TV. Like, you know, don't have TikTok here, don't have a lot of social media apps. Having picnics, like, on the ground, having shawarma, really delicious picnics, going to visit different sites.
I like how she's painting this. It's hilarious.
No, I didn't say I'm spending the rest of my life here, did I?
Yeah, you literally did. Good luck.
Yes, I filmed a lot of it, but I just haven't had time to edit. Something like that, Barbara. Yeah, it's being ready for us. In your honor, I'll order something and so yeah, we have a shower. Like, whenever I arrived, it just so happened that our water tank was depleted. There's a huge water tank, you know, like a water tank on top of the building, and it was empty, so everyone has to pay an amount, and the guy comes all over the streets, and sometimes they block the streets. It's annoying because the streets are so narrow. Sometimes there's a water truck in the street you want to go down, but I mean, they have to fill the water tanks. You see the water tanks everywhere with a big hose. They're refilling the tank, so the tank got refilled that day. We had water to flush the toilet, water to shower. You can drink tap water here in some parts of the country.
No,
but
you
not,
can't.
I don't think here.
You cannot drink the water. She's a moron.
Actually, I sent her some pictures.
You know what? It's going to be fun when we have the parasitic arc. You know, when she catches some weird parasite.
And she said I look really happy, and she's worried, obviously, but, you know, I'm 41. I'm a married woman.
Are you? I thought you were 71.
Don't know. Just it's how I like to live my life. Hey, Bear. I said hi, but I know. How are you holding up? Are you feeling a bit better? My skin is glowing. It's from sweating every day. Yes. Yeah, so we have a pretty big place. It's a big kitchen. It just needs to be cleaned. We have a washer. But I'll have to hang up my clothes to dry. Hi, Vanna. They have people on the side of the road selling gasoline.
Actually, I miss that. I miss being able to hang the clothes outside like that, because there's something so different, you know, between drying your clothes in the dryer versus, you know, freshly aired laundry outside in the sun all day. It's just, I don't know, it's a better feeling to me. I miss that.
Yeah, it's not the same. I'm not comparing, like, the pew-pewings, but, I mean...
You are.
You know, it's kind of the same because you don't know when that's going to happen, you know, in either situation.
I mean, that's crime. Excuse me, that's called crime. I don't think anybody knows when crime's going to happen. Like I said, it's opportunity. There it is.
Less fluid.
She's a moron.
I'm basically just eating, like, when I'm hungry, like...
Chantal's ripe for a crime to be committed upon her.
I don't even really think about food unless I'm hungry.
That's a lie.
And I've been really wanting... It's like, it must be melon season in Syria. Like, everywhere on the street,
summer.
every few feet, there's people selling big watermelons. These, like, melons that are, like, kind of cantaloupe-y. Oh, they're so juicy and sweet. And when it's hot, you just, like... A juicy melon is just, like, amazing. You know?
That's what he said.
Yeah, I know, Bear. So yeah. I hate sweating. I would be hungry. The heat makes you not hungry. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that is true. I tend to eat less
Yeah,
in the summer.
exactly,
I tend
Krista.
to eat less in the summer because the heat doesn't make you hungry. But like I said, I kind of pigged out these last 2 days. So that's why I feel like crap because I ate too much. But yeah, you tend to eat less in the summer. You don't want to eat.
Wait, what did you say? It's a lot Syrian. Yeah. Is food restricted there? No. What? Hey, George. Are you kidding? Every single
Food
person I visited, even
restricted
though they don't have much money, they have food, like a lot of food.
because they probably
You know,
grow
like
it.
natural food. Like they'll just give you fruits and seeds and tea, coffee.
Because they're probably growing that stuff themselves. I know a lot of people like make fun of the people that are like preppers, like the preppers in the United States. I don't make fun of them. I actually admire them because of the way that they prep and they're able to sustain themselves without having to go to the grocery store and all that sort of thing. That's probably what these people are doing. They're probably producing their own food because they do not have the money to go and buy it.
And the coffee is so good. It's like a thick espresso type. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so good. Can I slow down the chat? I did at the beginning. Layla. Skinny legend Thrillo. I don't even find I look different. Really? They say there's not much food. Here's Donna.
There
There are
isn't.
people who live in poverty, but I mean, I haven't experienced that.
What?
Thanks, Carissa.
Oh my god. There are people that live in poverty, but I haven't experienced that. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not even going to comment because I'm going to say a lot of bad words.
Wow. Mashallah.
Wow.
Greek's Turkish coffee? There's
I
Turkish
said,
coffee? Yeah, I think.
that she hasn't changed. She hasn't changed. She hasn't changed. Like that statement alone, she hasn't opened her eyes. She hasn't, that reality hasn't hit her. Amazing. I don't know how she could literally be there, this 500-pound hobbit, and say some shit like that. And like right now, like I said, the live is on. She's eating right now in the live that's currently going. She hasn't changed. I just, evil, just pure evil.
For Turkish,
Jeez.
yeah. I don't know. Arabic coffee is good too. Yes, it's amazing. No, not many people speak English that I've seen, but maybe there's some in like, you know, different areas, but thank you, no sugar. In Arabic coffee, they put cardamom, but not in Turkish coffee. There's cheese, yeah. They call it jibna. Bunny Rajit. Welcome here, Bunny Rajit. I've only been here a few days. I feel like I've been here a while longer.
Gee, I wonder
Grow a
why.
garden, not where I am. Where we'll be going, yeah. And a lot of people grow their food, yep. Well, I go visit Turkey. Probably not anytime soon.
She better make sure she's able to grow food because, like I said, because of the Civil War and all the fighting that's gone over the period of years there, some of the soil is toxic and you're not able to grow food. That's part of the problem. And as well as a drought. That's part of the problem with Syria is that they are not able to produce the food for the people that live there, as well as the war that's going on in Ukraine, which is like the breadbasket for that area, which contributes to the problem in Syria, where they're not able to bring in grain from Ukraine as well. So it's like a combination of a lot of things that have hit the people of Syria, which led to this on the cusp of a famine situation there. Chantal doesn't realize any of this. She doesn't know any of this. She's a complete idiot.
I didn't go to the airport. I did arrive in the airport there, but melon detox. Yes, cold fruit, salads, Mimi. The Mediterranean Sea. Man, like I said, the ride from Lebanon into Syria was like, the mountains are so nice.
I thought she came in at night. How did she see the mountains?
Yes, watermelon is really good for you. If you eat it in moderation there, like, it is still high in natural sugar. Potential to be amazing. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I still have my medication. I haven't been on insulin in forever, so. But I do have my monitor, so my blood sugars have not been super spiking at all, so.
And the thing that's sad, like if you really think about it, because the culture in Syria and just the ancient I think I said this before. If you're like a person that reads about, history of nations and civilizations, Syria and that part of the world has the oldest civilization on record, I believe, on Earth. And just the rich history of that country, I don't even think she'll ever delve into any of that. Not at all. I don't think she'll appreciate any of that. Not at all.
From Iraq. Ah, nice, Morticia.
And then I feel sorry for the people too. The people,
No,
the
because
people, and they have to deal with this thing. And then, like I said, and then they're suffering for years through all of this. And then now they have a new leader that's probably going to end up being worse. Basically going to turn it into some type of Afghanistan situation over there. It's horrible. I feel bad.
It's because by the time we made it through the cut border and everything, it was morning. So we did see it. Throats itchy.
What the
CPAP
heck?
is good. I want to get rid of the thing. Unfortunately, vomit could be a few things. Cyprus is beautiful, so I hear. Julia, she's okay. I mean, she stays in the window all the time.
I'd be
Actually,
scared
she
to have
stays
her
in the window
window.
when it gets hot. She doesn't like to be near the fan, so if she was really that hot, the floor is like really cool. It's like a, like ceramic tile, kind of like in the Kuwait place, and because our Kuwait was also a like Arab style apartment, it wasn't modern like Western style.
What?
So she'll go in like.
So now she's going to talk shit about the Kuwait apartment? It's funny how she does that. It's like I said, she's a friend hopper type. You know what I mean? Like she'll use a friend, and then it's like almost she's doing the same thing with the country. She's a country hopper. So like if she's not in that country and she was in that country, she's going to talk shit about that country. There was really nothing wrong with that apartment. I think maybe because it had too many couches and then the kitchen was weird and all of that. But there was really nothing other than Chantal's filth that was wrong with that apartment. But now she's going to talk shit about the apartment. Okay.
Sleep on the tile floor.
Jeez.
Yeah, but solar energy, honestly, is the way to go here.
Yeah.
A lot of people have solar energy. A bunch of people being her daughter, she told you she's traveling Syria against her husband's love, so misplaced active love. Misplaced active love? What? If anyone wants to see how Damascus, go watch Mark Wiens. Yeah, it wouldn't be a traveling for beginners kind of place. If you're coming here for tourism for like a week, okay, maybe, but there's millions of people.
But you know what's weird?
Life,
Like I could see her like if she is like somebody with the Peace Corps and you're going in there and you're actually going to help the people of Syria, or if you're going to help, rebuild the infrastructure, do things like that. I could see, somebody going in there and doing this, but Chantal's purely going in there because she's a selfish pig. Like no other reason than because she wants to go in there. No, she's not in there because she wants to help the people. She's in there for herself. Disgusting.
And I've seen a really, I would say pretty in-depth glimpse of everyday life for some people, and it's like, most people here have big families, and it's all about community. It's all about social life.
Yeah.
So it is a really big lifestyle change for me, but it's like,
Wow.
not in a bad way.
I mean,
Mark Baines just did food tourism mostly, yeah.
It sounded like that isn't a bad way for her. She doesn't like the community. She doesn't like the family lifestyle. All the things that she talked about wanting and dreaming of having before, she realizes that isn't for her. She's not going to last long in that society. As far as like the family life and that sort of thing, nope, she ain't going to last.
He said it was the best shawarma. It really is. Like, I can't describe. I thought I had good shawarma in Canada or Kuwait, but no.
Oh, look at talking shit about that now.
No, it's not the same. It's
Wow.
crazy amazingly. It's so good here. It's like, I don't know. The food is just like out of this world.
She says that everywhere she
Miss
goes.
Chad. Yeah, I do. I love it so far, actually. It's already opened my heart. Like, it's got a place in my heart, I'd say. And I'll just stay on for like maybe 10 more minutes. Before
She's
the
still
war,
on.
Syria had a decent amount of tourism. Yes. Yeah, it's a beautiful country. It's really too bad. It's really just awful what the Syrian people have gone through.
Syria had an amount of tourism that was basically in like particular region. So it wasn't like Syria had this, tourism industry of like all over the entire country. No, that's not the case. She's trying to make it like that. No, it's not.
And
Maybe before
There's another guy
Assad.
also that showed all the ruins and everything about. Did you get curious, Tracy, and start watching vlogs? I do too. But yes, yeah, it's crazy. You'll drive down the street and there's uh, buildings with bullet holes. Like there's a place right here with bullet holes in it. You know, like not laughing at that, but it's like it's surreal in a way, and it's really sad. You know. So.
I mean,
But I'm not like
this is the
forced to
world.
stay here.
This is the majority of the world. That's not, like I said. There's all of us that live in major cities, or countries like this. This is part of normal reality. So it's funny, how that, like, oh my goodness, she's so shocked. Chantal, it's the world. It's real life.
Like I could easily go. I don't think I would go back to Canada right now. Just the thought of like,
Oh my
I was just
goodness.
so. Ugh. Even before the whole doxing thing happened, I was complaining to you guys at night. Like I was just so lonely.
Canada doesn't want you either.
I'd rather be here dealing with this with Salah. Like I don't,
Dealing with this, with Salah.
Yeah, the processed
Nice.
foods just like I gotta watch. How many olives I eat, but the salt. Uh, and I'm not saying I'm gonna live here like forever. It's definitely not the plan. But I'm here for now, and I want to make the best of it. And yeah, it's a furnished apartment, but no fridge. Yes, the olive trees grow olives, and you could smell the olives. Yeah. Yeah, stay with your husband. Exactly. Yes. But now that I am here, of course, he's happy that I'm here, and
I
we're
don't
just
think
happy to
so.
be
I don't
together.
believe that. Does anyone believe that? Please.
Yeah, I did research. Yeah, somewhat. I mean, yeah, as much. I'm still
Somewhat.
learning, but
Shit. Can you imagine?
really, pajama Lebanese
Can you
food.
imagine going into a war zone, an active war zone, and saying, "Yeah, I did some research. Yeah, somewhat." I can't even imagine.
Basically, Syrian, Lebanese, Palestinian, Jordan. The Levantine area has very similar. They share dishes, so you know.
And the fact that she's using that phrase, a red flag. She's being radicalized.
The food actually looks really good. All the vendors in the Middle East, the town, they sell some amazing looking food, and shawarma looks. Have you ever had shawarma? It's really good. No, they have supermarkets. There's one huge market. I don't know. It's like town or town center. They have an entertainment city full of like carnival rides. They have like things like that you wouldn't think. Yeah. Olive tree time. Oh no,
Oh, look at that.
this happens sometimes, guys. The power goes out.
Oh, it's so nice there.
Ah!
I mean,
Shoot.
this place is great. It's better than Canada.
Time to go to a 5-star
Screw
hotel.
the United States.
I'm charging my phone on a power bank, so it doesn't matter. But you can't see me, Annie.
Oh my goodness.
This is I'm telling you how I'm okay here.
Uh-oh.
I guess not. I guess I have
The
to wait till
dead
the
has
morning, I guess.
arisen.
Hey, it's 1 a.m. The power will come in 1 hour? Crap. It's okay, hon. مو مشكلة عادي. Come in here, beside the window, Tad. Wait, guys.
How did he automatically awake when the power went out? Is he on a CPAP now? What is this? I'm going to fast forward.
Really quick with the legal situation. I'm
Oh
not
my
going to talk
goodness,
about that,
it
Kayla.
is.
But ready, set, readies. Thank you. Hi, Grange.
Can you imagine, like,
This is like the first actual
seeing that
like
in the dark?
unplanned blackout that we've experienced. Actually, kind of.
Unplanned
I
blackout.
think. Like I thought that the battery would have more time.
It's
but
funny
it doesn't.
how she wanted to make fun of us in California because we have the rolling blackouts. LOL.
This is actual sweat. Yeah, there's water. You can see the droplets, the glistening, because I'm in hijab and I'm fully dressed, and we have one window. And when you're in a city type setting,
I bet you her body is covered in salt.
the buildings block the natural air. But when you're in the valleys in the country, you don't even need, you know.
And probably they're not insulated, any of these
But yeah,
buildings.
anyway.
So they're basically clay ovens.
It's ceramic flooring. Yeah, I saw that, Tracy. I don't know. I don't know about Thailand. Why does he sound mad? Well, he's probably stressed out a bit.
You know,
Puzzles?
somebody brought up a good point the other day. I forgot whose live stream it was on. I was watching somebody's live stream, and there's a reason. I bet you his passport or something got flagged, because there was a reason why Chantal went to Thailand by herself. His passport had to be flagged, where he's not able to go there. Something happened.
There's dogs. Well, a lot of wild dogs, and they're like rabid.
Oh,
Running at our car the other day. It'll be okay. Hang in there. Thank you.
speaking of that, my daughter sent me a video of somewhere here in LA. I don't know where. A coyote, because there's packs of coyotes all over the place, pooping on a roof. I don't even know how. I mean, oh yeah, they jump pretty high, but he's up there pooping on a roof. It's crazy.
It was in the dark. We just got the solar Flabera, so it's new. So it's just,
They don't have the
it'll
good
be
solar.
hopefully settled tomorrow.
They don't have the
Dogs
solar that
out.
automatically
Is
turns
there a roof
on.
you can sit on? I don't know. He's not Superman, guys. Like, this is a new life for him. He's overwhelmed. Like, he doesn't.
And you're
you know,
there. Congrats.
Everything was easier to take care of for me when I came to Kuwait, but here's different. So
You know what? And everything was easier for him to take care of when your ass wasn't there in Syria. So, like the fly that you are, or cockroach that you are, you go to Syria and bother him. Congratulations. My God, look at that face. Jeez.
we usually bring Julia with us. We don't leave her here for.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Lies. They leave that cat in that hot ass apartment.
Yeah. How many times have I cried? I haven't actually cried.
Lies.
Like, I knew what I was getting into.
She's a
In a way.
liar. No,
He
she
told me about the
didn't.
power, but I don't know. I don't think he even knew the extent of it, really.
I'm sorry, but no man that loves their wife, or vice versa, whatever your relationship situation is, would your partner be in an active war zone, or a situation, not even a war zone, just say a situation with, no water, no electricity, no heat, that sort of thing. Would they want to bring you, their significant other, over to a place like that if you're already living in comfort and all those sort of things? There's no way. No way.
Actually, this kind of works. Like,
Yeah,
hold on.
keep saying it and convince yourself. God bless the Western world, where if I want to, I can sit here fully naked and nobody would give a crap. Nobody, you know what I mean? I don't have to cover myself up. Oh my goodness.
The battery's defective,
The battery's
so we
defective.
just have to get a new one. Hopefully tomorrow night.
The
We're in the shower,
battery.
Twinkie.
Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. We don't
The
have.
battery's defective. Is the battery defective, or did the guy not hook it up right? Because it takes, like I said, a particular type of technician to put in that whole solar, how do I say it? I don't want to say infrastructure, but the whole setup, like, onto a building. So hopefully not Salah setting that thing up. Can you imagine?
Hot water, though.
Blow the house
I don't
up.
care. I want a hot shower. You wouldn't want to be with
I
me.
advise you to not come.
I know, but I want to be with you.
And you lost the challenge by the way of complaining every
Did he?
single minute.
Oh, did you hear that? He said he told her not to come, and she's complaining every single minute. Did you hear that? And she hit him. Let's play that back. I'm gonna play that back again. I want to hear that again.
Choosing this life is crazy. Well, I am crazy, so. I don't want to. We don't want to. Okay, I don't know about Salah, but I don't really want to go to Malaysia and then have to travel every 3 months. Carolina, how's it going? Thank you, Carolina. People would kill for your life in Canada. I mean, maybe I took that for granted. I don't now, but like maybe I'm just because grew up spoiled.
You think?
I don't know. I wasn't happy there, like especially without Salah. So I don't know. It takes time to bring someone to another country as well. So that's not something that's an immediate solution. So we just have to deal with it. But it's just a fluke right now because it so happens that the battery is defective. I don't know yet, Tracy. The battery is defective. So we just have to get a new one, hopefully tomorrow night. We have a shower, Twinkie.
Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. We don't have hot water though, but I don't care. I don't want a hot shower. You wouldn't want to be with
I
her.
advise you to not come.
I know, but I want to be with you.
And you lost the challenge by the way of complaining every single minute.
No, I didn't. When?
Minutes.
You complain more than me.
Yeah, I complain because I know the... See the roster?
I only complained once.
He's confirming my...
I only complained once because you paid a lot to live here, and the fridge wasn't working, so we didn't have a fridge. That's what I complained about.
I wouldn't come here. If you're not here, I wouldn't rent this.
Yeah, I know you did it for me. Because he is sleepy.
Shots fired.
Very stressed out.
Damn. He
So
literally said he wouldn't have rented that place if she didn't come there. Damn. Look at Chantal. I mean, nobody likes Salah, but I have a feeling like this is gonna make people kind of feel sorry for him in this situation. Damn. Talk about an anchor. Human anchor Chantal in Syria.
I'm not used to a rough life either. Here, go like this on you.
It's okay for me.
You're not hot?
He's
Friggin'
pissed.
rooster, I'm gonna go
Leave him
cook it.
alone.
You hungry?
They judge. They judge Fab.
Chantal doesn't understand men, and you could clearly see that right here because clearly he is upset. And when you see a guy behaving in this manner when he's kind of being snippy, it's best to kind of back away and just let him be, let him calm down a little bit. But no, she keeps poking.
Thank you, David.
Make it laughing at
Put
him,
water on it.
basically.
Oh, okay, but honestly, this works. I'm actually not sweating. It's glistening. It's a dewy glow. You don't need Tatcha. Rock bottom.
The temperature is 21 Celsius.
21 cell. Come on. 21? It's just a me thing.
We just need a second window. And you
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah. It's like a concrete jungle here. No. We're not Turkey. There's limited places you can go if you're Syrian. Let's just be real. Everyone knows that.
Gee, why
And-
is that?
We have a cat. She needs stability. Traveling every so often,
Oh,
It's okay, it's like
their
sauna for
power
real.
just literally
Yeah,
went out
I mean, I've
again.
been sweating,
Something good for your health.
I have the live on, and their power just went out again. It was on for a minute, and now it went back off again. Oh my god!
I'm roughing it, yeah. You would do the same for me, right,
What
babe?
the fuck?
Like what?
I'm
If the
dying.
situation was reversed and I was Syrian, and you had to come to me to be with me, would you do it?
Please.
Yes.
Yes.
He's just saying that.
He's-
You would leave
no,
Canada,
he wouldn't.
AC, and come here? You don't even like AC. You always wanted to turn it off.
I've been. I wouldn't expect my husband to do that, nor would I do that for him. Get the hell out of here. Please. No person would do
I'm the one who's
that.
hot. No, he would not. Do you feel okay or stressed? So, when is the next Resident Evil live stream, please? The Labine. Thanks for the super chat. Well, we need power, so.
Until we settle up. And get ready.
Can you play Resident Evil on solar?
Oh my god! Did he take his Xbox?
Julia likes the rooster, so she.
Maybe
Oh,
so.
he doesn't have an
People are asking if
Xbox.
you're
I
okay.
digress.
So-
He doesn't have an
So-
Xbox. I forgot. Doesn't he have like some Vizio computer or some shit? I don't know. Whatever his game station.
I try not to complain a lot, like at all, because I don't want to stress him out more. So I have that in mind. So I'm trying to be positive. Well, a lot of people are surprised I would come here. Is my phone gonna overheat? How can it be hot if I'm 21? Cock-a-doodle bees!
What SOP said, Salah, blink twice if you need help. If I blink, you cannot see me.
It's nothing about getting a man. It's I love my husband. Nobody else is Salah. Right?
Yeah. That's
And
for
actually,
true.
can I have Betty Mai? Betty Mai.
I don't care about these things.
No, it's good.
As long as it's serious free.
As long as Syria's free. What?
This stuff can be handled.
Yes.
He sounds irritated as fuck.
Just in time to improve.
Exactly. Exactly. That's all it is. It's hard to. It is stressful. Like we're not gonna lie about it. It is stressful. You know.
The shadow makes her
And I
look
know I don't
insane.
have to be here, but I don't want to be without my husband. So, and he even said today to his friend, we were at his friend's, and he said something in Arabic, and they all looked at me and went, "Oh," and I was like, "What?" And he said, "Because they said, can we really like her? Can we have her for a week?" He said, "No way, I can't live without her." So,
Please.
right?
Gag. I'm gagging. Get out of. Shut up. That's not even true. Get out of here.
Proof you love. No, I'm just joking. I know. I'm kidding. I don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Salah, you sacrificed a lot. You do a lot for her.
Oh my goodness.
Your love is an understatement.
Yeah, because I was like, because we had plans like in place, kind of, but they would take a while. Like we would be apart for a little while, and I just, I was so depressed. You guys know I was complaining in my live streams, and then after that happened, and the doxing, I was like,
Lady,
looking
don't
at
lay on the
crummy apartments and
lady. Lady's doing something bad. Lady, don't do it. She knocked over the laundry basket and is trying to lay in the laundry.
like, do I really want to live this life? Like, do I really want to go and see him? And so I was like, okay, please, can you get us a place? And
Salah, like crazy
Oh, look
for
at that. She
example.
begged. She begged. Please, please.
no, he can't live without me. Like emotionally, we love each other.
I
He was-
imagine the please probably sounded more like a pig squealing. I can't do a pig squeal. So, wee, wee. I guess that's what it sounded like. I don't know.
without me here, like before I came.
Sla.
And he didn't want me to come out. He kept warning me. I was sad in Canada for different reasons.
Yeah, for
It's
different.
not a it's not a
Why?
mental
Because
health depression. It's
why?
like you're
Because
too,
the Egyptian has already, taken up residence with Maytag and wouldn't pay no mention to you. Yeah, we know. It's okay.
about just surviving in a lot of ways. Content, look at all your views. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. Thank you, Oscar. Honestly, I don't even have time to like do anything really. I haven't done any cameos. Just trying to we're just trying to. Yes, it was more crummy, the apartment. Listen. Okay, yeah, I had electricity, but. A, B, C, D, F, G.
No, lady. Go. Go.
Marta, do not sign any papers to be his wife or what?
I know, I
You will
would.
never be allowed to leave. You're not safe. Marta, thank you. Salah is not that type of person. He would
Okay.
never hold me against my will.
Sure.
You guys, did you just watch Not Without My Daughter? Thanks for the super chat.
That's a different country, by the way.
Don't be stressed out by the comments. This is the, people, everyone watching, most of you are from the comfortable West, don't understand, I do see some comments from people who are from, like, a couple people who are from here.
There are people in the comfortable West. Majority of the Western world is immigrants, like a lot of people from, different cultures, maybe similar, to Syria, Kuwait, the Middle East, that sort of thing. So comments, they know what they're talking about, Chantal. You're not the expert on, all things Middle Eastern.
We get it. This is like annoying. I'm sure people have just learned to accept it and deal with it, somehow.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah. Thank you, Tracy. Hey, Angie. In Cornwall, the cheapest one bedroom I found was pretty much what I was living in. Or like,
What was that,
There was
like
a couple others, like,
1,400?
it wasn't-
1,400 bucks? Which is
like this
cheap.
place isn't gross. I mean, it's not fancy, but
Crazy Travels, ni hao.
yeah. Don't register there. I'm not registered or anything.
Oh, wow.
Juice.
What did she look at? Did he throw something at her? Did she use the cat as a deflection because of that question? Is she registered? Because somebody asking that question is saying, did she register with Canada or notify Canada that she was entering Syria? And she said, no, she wasn't. And then it sounded like he threw something at her. And then she said, Julia? Like cat deflection. Interesting.
Plain cheeseburgers, do you register? Like for Canadian abroad? No, I probably should, huh?
Wow.
But what if they think, oh no, she went to Syria? Like,
Yeah,
I
they're
become
gonna-
another Shamima or something, and I'm not.
You
I
obviously
don't agree
are.
with that stuff. I'm not political in any way.
No, that too bad. Too bad. You're already marked. You're already going to be red flagged. Too bad for you. Too bad.
Just like your husband, man. Enjoy
Wow.
the country.
They're not going to believe that. Sorry. Jeez.
Can't make chicken. I don't think we could make chicken nuggets in an air
I
fryer.
don't think she was supposed to say that. I don't think, honestly, I don't think she was supposed to say that. And I think that's why Salah sounded like he threw something at her.
Does somebody put on Solana now having to worry about both of you? Yeah, I do, actually. That's why I really try to be more supportive than, like, annoying. You know?
I'm telling you, red flag,
no, I
red flag.
look, I love my country. I love Canada.
No, you don't.
Like, I don't hate any country, okay? Even Kuwait. Wonderful country. It's just that, Granny, just take it one day at a time. I'm glad you guys are together. It was great to hear Salah laugh. Thank you.
Thank you.
I try to be, like, supportive, you know, because I know he has to worry about me now, and he knows I have limitations and stuff, so I try to just, you know, it's not really, I don't know.
Are you CPC?
No, are you? You are. But you don't need a CPAP, so go to sleep. That's in Afghanistan, old meat, I think. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. It's the people in Canada.
The people in Canada.
Yeah, I told off my, I don't care, I'm going to talk. I told off my landlord, I'm like.
She said,
I don't
yeah,
know, we
the
got
people.
To, like, a little tip
So
at the
is
end.
she saying that she doesn't hate the country of Canada itself, but she hates the people of Canada? That's what I took from that. You know what? They should just, you should just denounce your citizenship right now. Like, I hope you lose your citizenship. You're disgusting. Disgusting.
He's really weird. He's like a weird little neurotic guy. And he was being, like, rude. Like, I didn't do anything.
Why?
I was,
Because
like,
he didn't want to tap
despite
that?
the people harassing him, which, you know, isn't really my fault because I didn't make them do it.
You literally did.
He was like, okay, now don't, because he gave me, like, I'm like, I want my money back, you know? Like, I need to leave. So he was like, don't message me for anything ever again, for any reason. So I'm like...
Get lost.
I said, dude, I said, listen. I said, I wrote LMAO. Why would I message you for anything? Get a life, block. Like, what?
Go to hell.
Oh.
The jam, you can't
Is
go
she
anywhere
trying to
than
make
block
it seem like he wanted her? I think that's what she's trying to do. I bet you that's what she told Salah. Oh my goodness.
that. After to Syria, when the house is done, cats
Thirsty
can travel.
much?
It's done already around the world. Yeah, Pajami, I know. True, thank you. Meow, meow. We all have different ideas of what we need for happy life. Your decisions are yours. Others are others. I haven't forgiven you by passing UK, by the way. Thank you, meow, meow. Like, because he was like, people were...
I think you missed Pajami.
No, I got her super chat, thank you. Because people were messaging him right when they found out, like psychos, you know. So I was like, saying that I was dirty in the villa and all that. So he's like,
Well,
people
you
were
were.
telling me about Orleans. And I was like, I'm like, oh, great. I'm like, right away, I'm like, I'm leaving. I want my money back.
Why?
And he was like,
Why?
okay, here's some tea. So he was like,
Here's some
I'm like,
tea.
listen, that was like 3 years ago. I have not been a bad tenant to you currently. I don't need to like...
Excuse me. First of all, 3 years ago is not that far in the past where a landlord or somebody that owns property wouldn't take that into consideration. And the fact that the minute he said that, you're like, okay, I'm leaving, give me my money, shows your guilt, that you are dirty.
You know, like... you know what I mean? So, basically, I was like, my house got messy like once in a while, whatever, it's not your business, like, you know, like maybe
It
past
is
tenancy
his-
or whatever, but like,
It
no.
is his business. If he owns the property, that's 100% his business. She's talking, this is like clearly, this is language of an individual that's never owned a piece of property in her life.
So, you know, that was so long ago. I'm like, I haven't been a bad tenant now. Like,
Now,
the place
2
is
days?
clean. I paid you first and last month's rent.
I've been here 2 days. It's clean.
I'm quiet. I'm very quiet. Like, what more do you want, you know?
Jesus
So then he's like, you're not getting any of your money back. And I was like, oh, I'm going to pull out Miss Legal, Legal Mindset Foodie Beauty and clock it. So basically we had a verbal agreement only. It was nothing, you know, he said he was being
there
nice
you-
and he was letting me move in like a bit of time before the 1st of July.
I knew it.
The lease only
Fucking knew
started.
it.
I signed the lease. The lease was
Like I
legal.
said, if you own property, you know the deal with that bullshit. I knew that's what happened. I knew it.
Binding for July 1st. So I said, my lease doesn't start until July 1st. You cannot legally withhold my money. And I have to leave now for my safety. And trust me, the trolls are...
Technically, he can. If you violated the agreement that you had, like saying, like you lied or something to that effect, he 100% can refuse to honor that, Chantal.
nasty and they're going to make your life hell. So you're going to want to give me back my money. And
Wow.
he was like, you're not getting your money. He's like, I'll give you your money back after you leave. And if you leave before the 1st, before the contract starts, and if I inspect the apartment. I said, your apartment will be in the same condition that it was. I'm not a child. I would not disrespect your property for no reason or do anything illegal. But legally...
Okay,
you
but
can
3 years ago, you weren't a child and you fucked that apartment up. So that's not a good excuse.
not withhold a last month's rent deposit for...
Yeah, he can.
It's not a security deposit for damages. It's a deposit for my last month's rent, and you have to give it back. And the first month as well.
He can,
and actually, I was...
he can withhold it if you violated that, Chantal. 100%. And if you damage the apartment, what you might not think like the air conditioner, who knows how you got that thing in? You had a screwdriver, you could have put holes into the the window pane and the panels and all of that sort of thing. That's damage. You had that BBJ painting and the plaque up there, that's some damage. What else? You've probably shitted all over the toilet, damage. Did you hook up the bidet thing to the toilet? You broke the toilet because I remember you said it was leaking or something. That's damage. So yeah, he could withhold it.
Nice. I didn't have to do this. I thought it was right to give him a chunk of the first month's rent that I paid for the first because I stayed there for a while. Like, I'm not gonna stay there for completely for free. So that's the tea with that guy. Anyway, he was weird right from the get. Like, when I was communicating with him at first, he was using like a troll picture.
So
Not his actual picture, which I guess, I don't know, I can understand that. But he was just really like picky about every little thing. Like, I'd never want to live in a place again where the landlord lives in the same building because they nitpick every little thing. Like, he's saying the air conditioner wasn't installed properly, that there's like bats coming in. He's like super neurotic and like,
that's not I told you. It's not being neurotic. When you own property, everything matters. Like, so, the little tiny nail in the wall, or, hanging this there, a chip there, it all adds up, and it's expensive to repair.
I'm so glad I'm out of there, man. It would rain and the whole ceiling would leak. Okay? And I message him and he's basically like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, well, who am I supposed to tell about this? Like, you're the landlord. What do you want? Like, who am I supposed to tell that the ceiling looks like it's going to cave in with water? Because like, I had to put one of my buckets under there. Like, I'm glad I'm out of there anyways. So that was a disaster. And that's the chance you take.
I honestly don't believe that.
Yeah. I don't care if he's watching. What's he going to do?
Oh, here we go with that bullshit again. I honestly don't believe that the ceiling was about to cave in, because when she walked around the apartment, the floors looked fine, and those were wood floors. If there was any type of leaking from the ceiling or anything like that, you would have seen it in the walls, the baseboards, the floors, that sort of thing. So she's a complete liar.
I'm allowed to say what I want. I didn't say his name. I'm not the one doxing people, so.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Toxic mold. It did smell like mold in there, really bad.
Oh my goodness.
It smelled, it did? It smelled like potatoes. When you leave a bag of potatoes out? And I couldn't pinpoint the smell. And the windows wouldn't stay open all the way. Like, they would shut down. I don't know. Anyway. This actually works.
The really windows wouldn't stay open. They would shut all the way.
Potatoes. Other than that, it was a cute apartment, but I wanted something right away. I just kind of settled because everything else, like, there's these apartments down on the street I grew up on, and they're really nice, but they were like $1,900 for a 1-bedroom.
That's cheap.
Or maybe like $1,800. No electric included in that, by the way. No AC. They don't come with AC. You got to rent a villa for that.
No sugar, I cannot sing. Oh my god, I'm sleepy. I'm tired.
Go sleep, sweet love.
Waiting with the electric.
Why?
To switch the...
You want to show me how to do it, or no? So, like...
You will be lost.
I'll be lost with all the switches? Yeah, it looks like a...
Oh my god, I'm going to get a headache. I'm upstairs, and somebody has burnt a bag of microwave popcorn, and I can smell it. So now that smell is going to be stuck in the house the entire day and night. Oh, God.
Yeah. I didn't have time. Like, I just basically settled. Like, I'm impulsive.
It's like a whole solar system.
Yeah.
Or a solar panel system.
He's a good man, Chantal. Nicole, I know you are, sweet love. Juice.
Cat deflection.
Juice.
Because he ignored her. Cat deflection.
I do look like Buzz's girlfriend right now.
No, you look like a bloated Buzz Lightyear.
She looks more like this. And I'm a good girl because I'm here. Thank you. No sugar. No sugar tonight in my coffee.
Ew.
No sugar tonight in my tea.
Ew.
And I have you guys. Like, we're here with 1,400 people and no power. It's your life, what you do, where you go your choice. Yeah. I know people are not going to understand it, Go to the U.S.
No.
Am I even allowed in the U.S.?
No.
I think Canadians are allowed there for up to 6 months, right?
Big shocker. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I don't think with you being in Syria and the current administration, the Trump administration, they're going to like you coming into America. So I would say that's a hard no.
Good. The year I was in Ottawa, the apartment was $250 with electric and water 40 years ago. Wow. Yeah, I know. My first apartment came with utilities included, but no AC. It was $675 for a 2-bedroom, but that had cockroaches. Anyway, you just killed them. That's all. Who cares? They were like everywhere. You'd see one once in a while. That's how you can tell.
You
they're from a
see
different
one,
continent,
there's
you know?
millions. Come on.
Basically,
Okay, said like a true person, said like a person that enjoys living with the cockroaches. There's one, so what? Yeah, okay. Because they're one of you. That's why.
if they're everywhere infesting your house, it's probably from your house. But if you see one once in a while.
Come on.
Do we have any chocolate? Oh, I still have these chips. Want chips? Want some chips?
I don't know.
You don't know.
He's irritated.
You don't know if you want chips? Aww.
She treats him like a baby.
Oh, he
It's
always-
disgusting.
He's tired, yeah. What do you do?
No, he's
Give it to me.
annoyed. There's a difference between a man being tired and a man being annoyed, and then a man being annoyed and tired. That's like a deadly combination. I would like stay clear of him.
Juice. Juice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, how long is this thing? I'm gonna fast forward a
I
little
didn't
bit.
want to.
I told her give me 1 month
This
at
thing
least.
is too long.
Set everything up. I didn't have friggin' time.
Hey, Nina.
1 month to set up what? The solar? I mean, it took us about a month to get it all in here.
Well, I missed you.
Okay, I miss you too, but
He's like, now's not a time to be emotional.
to real life, there's no time for the emotion.
Maybe I
She shouldn't
was that a
have came.
gunshot?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh shit. Gunshots.
Fireworks.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a
That's what I'm
gunshot.
gonna tell myself. Fireworks.
I thought it wasn't anywhere near you, Chantal.
I'm lagging.
Wow. I wouldn't have that cat in the window.
Party in the USA. Is it lagging for anyone else?
No,
No.
it's not.
Oh. Just go back in and come out. Did you hear that or?
Yeah, we heard it. That was a gunshot.
Oh yeah, happy 4th of July. Hey Mike, happy 4th of July to the Americans.
America says fuck you.
Withdraw from the... I don't even think about that. I don't feel like I'm... I don't know. Maybe...
Hope they
honestly, I
have
don't have time to
weapons.
withdraw from anything. I just like...
Man.
You know? I guess sleeping outside is off the table. Shut up.
With 1 month, I could set a whole huge solar panel system, and in my house, not renting, apartments.
I mean,
Like the bad
typically,
things.
if there's a
Doing
gunshot,
things like furniture.
here's what's happened. When there's been like gunshots close to our house or in the area that we hear them, we typically don't have the lights on, and you know what I mean, or in the windows and stuff like that. We stay away from that stuff. That's typically what you do if like gunshots go off. But I wouldn't have a light on if I were them in the house like this. I don't know,
Appliances,
like a prime target.
you know.
Especially with the power out, they're very visible. Somebody's out there with guns.
Utilities and Wi-Fi.
And the window's open, the cat in the window. I wouldn't have the cat in the window. They're gonna shoot the cat. Just for fun.
Can't get rid of me that easy.
You always talk about the emotions. Must be real life.
Okay, fine. I'm going to Italy then tomorrow.
Good luck. Good luck. Italy is having its own situation with immigration problems over there right now. So good luck.
Love. Maybe.
Italy doesn't want you.
How stubborn I am. I know. I get very emotional.
These are Chantal is like the prime example of an immigrant that countries do not want in their country. She brings absolutely zero value with her to any country she enters. She does absolutely nothing but leech off the system, if you will. That's what she does. She should be the poster child for immigrants you don't want in the country. It's Chantal.
He can, Zoe. He can go to Canada. It's just not. It's not a fast process. Immigrating to Canada. You know. Especially with them limiting that right now. So we can't go to my home, so I came to his.
Jeez.
We could go other places together, which maybe you'll freak out and eventually want to do that, right? But I don't think so. You really want to be in your family home. It's yours. Do you hear the dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a dog fight.
They're fighting.
Yeah. I mean, when you live in the country, that's normal.
Stray dogs, you guys don't even know. Cleo. Hollis.
This is normal.
Rabies.
They have rabies.
Well,
They live
funny.
in packs and they fight each other.
Nina, the emojis.
Oh my. Yeah, Nina. Oh my goodness. Just give us a. That's why I didn't really want to go live because this is like our reality right now. But no, that's not why. I've been really busy. Like
That is
dealing
that.
with life,
She's
and
telling the truth.
We've been just like invited to so many places, and it, you know.
She's literally living in a hellscape, and she's trying to make it seem like it's bubble drop. I can't even say it. Bubblegum drops, moonbeams, rainbows, all that shit. She's trying to make it seem like that, and it's not. It's a literal apocalypse hellscape.
They don't let people let you leave until you have 2 million places. No, I'm just joking. Apartment 2. Just let us set up things. But I'm gonna do some vlogs like going into the old markets and stuff in Damascus and showing you some historical sites. I didn't realize that essay. Actually, I didn't realize that like. Alhamdulillah. Oh. We're
And
gonna
now you can't hear the gunfire and the dogs fighting. Alhamdulillah.
You gonna go to sleep for a while?
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fast forward. 'Cause there's too much going on. I'm gonna fast
Cold
forward.
in the winter for even here. I don't know.
I don't care.
You don't care? Are you
She's
adaptable
still
or something?
live.
Yes. Even if you put me
How long has this been on?
from,
If you put me in from.
I can.
Almost 2
Well,
hours.
they had electricity at least in that show. We don't have any food either.
Look at this. People starving in the country.
I'm not
Fat ass
complaining.
sitting here with the chips.
You're worrying about this.
I would like
And
some
you know what?
donut
And normally I wouldn't like call her a cow, call her a pig, call her a fat ass, because like that's just not like really how I like to roll. I really don't like to call people names like that. Honestly, I don't. But in this situation where there's literal famine about to happen and people starving, there's gunshots, dogs fighting, probably because they're starving and not being fed, that sort of thing going on, and she's in here laughing, chomping on a bag of chips at 500 pounds, kind of makes me want to call her a fat bitch. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
pita bread.
Mushkil.
Bismillah.
Like I wouldn't even want to eat.
Try
Like
one.
I would feel guilty eating there.
Lola.
She's
I don't know.
truly
Julia
delusional.
was she a good girl traveling? Or did she cry a lot? Hey. On the plane during takeoff.
He's
and that, was she
obviously
crying or was she
ignoring
quiet?
you.
Okay. Wait.
Shui cry and then.
A little bit.
Oh, my sweet baby angels. I'm gonna do vlogs because we're gonna explore Syria.
Oh man.
There's
Good
a lot
luck.
of history here.
But I was changing their belts from time to time.
Oh, did she use the bathroom on them?
Only number one.
Only in peepees or number one? That's a good girl.
She was drinking water more.
Yeah. Oh, she was drinking a lot of water. Aw, she's been too stressed. Going. Cleo, you only
That's
have one.
your
You're
fault.
melting into it. You have AC.
You're an asshole. It doesn't. You can. Sweetie, baby. With all this little stupid baby talk you want to do to the cat, you're a disgusting individual. Dragging that cat from Kuwait into an active war situation. Not only that, hearing the dogs fighting like that, ripping each other apart, as well as the gunfire outside. Do you know how traumatizing that is for that cat? That cat is forever damaged because of you.
Peanut butter. I should get peanut butter. I haven't done shopping yet. I really need to.
Yeah, don't get robbed. People
Help them
are
rebuild
starving,
the life that was destroyed. KFG on Salam Sabah Al Salam Al Sabah Street.
I'm telling you, you don't think people, the people that are out there robbing and stealing and killing people and all that kind of stuff, if they get wind of her and her location and they see these videos of her eating and behaving this way with the cash and all that kind of stuff, you don't think they're going to find out where she's at and take whatever she has and unalive her? please.
Do you guys want to eat at KFG?
People do things when they're desperate.
Trying to bees.
Her privilege will not save her there. She's gonna she's gonna be on her knees. I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. No, it ain't gonna work.
Honestly, Lolo, I don't think I would go to Canada. Right? I don't want to go back there right
Oh
now.
my
I don't
God.
want to go without Salah.
Canada doesn't want
I don't think they
neither
have like
of you.
canned tuna. They have like calling the RCMP. What? Like the mounted police? Did you ever eat Cornwall pizza? Yeah, but not pepperoni. I don't eat Hanzir. Do you like the chips? You want some water? It's not cold though, but
Look at that. Oh my goodness, I can't.
no, we haven't gone to the soup. There's a lot
Bitch, you didn't even go to the souk in Kuwait. What are you talking about?
of cool things here also.
Jesus.
KFC bees.
Wow. The fact that she's doing this in a country that's on the verge of famine, disgusting. Disgusting.
Is there anything on here that... No, I'm not showing you anything else. But these are the chips. They're like weird little vegetable chips. Spontini.
One cameo will expire in 38 minutes.
Okay. They're going to extend it, they said.
I gotta fast forward. I can't because
Go home to my...
that's pissing
you know,
me off.
like... Anyway, I have to go home to my apartment and deal with the... I have to clean it. Like, I want to clean and set it up. But the thing is like, for example, you go visit. You know, you'll have coffee, tea, bread, like all kinds of food. And then they'll say, okay, let's go to the park. Okay, let's go swimming. Oh, let's go have shisha. Let's have, let's do this. Let's do that, like all day.
That's
until about
normal.
4 in the morning. And then they start making a big dinner and, and then, they'll sit around. Dabka. Remember we did Dabka? Yeah, it's constant, just, yes. You don't even have time to...
That's called a normal family. I don't know, but that's how it's typically done.
Yeah, Cleo, I'm telling you.
I would say like that's our house. We probably have one of the loudest houses on the block over here. There's always something going on, somebody yelling, somebody fighting, somebody having a birthday, somebody playing in the yard. Like that's normal. People coming, people going. That's life.
No, they wanted to go swim. Yes, I have my swimsuit. Yep.
Oh man, she gonna go
But
swim?
you swim in a spring, not in a pool.
Oh man.
Why would you ever leave then? No, I'm just saying that it's not all bad like you guys think. The people here are amazing.
It's not. That's not the point. It's not all bad, and the people there are beautiful and amazing. The culture there, amazing. Like I said, and especially the ancient history of that place. That's not the point, Chantal. The point is that you have inserted yourself as a privileged Caucasian woman, oblivious to your surroundings. That is the issue here. It's not the people of Syria. Nobody has a problem with the people of Syria. It's you being in Syria that people have the problem with your uneducated views, your being talked to and fed radicalized information clearly by Salah and whoever and all of that sort of thing. That's what people have a problem with. It's not the people. It's you.
Debka, yes. I could never learn how to do it. Someone how to celebrate life. Exactly.
2 minutes for blackout.
Oh, I'm scared.
The warning.
Are you gonna go switch the power?
The power's going out
You
again.
think the battery will work? I don't think it's gonna work.
Let me first.
Bismillah. Everyone say
I
Bismillah.
have to unplug the refrigerator.
Yes.
Everybody say karma.
Yes, I have a kitchen. It's actually got a really big island all around it.
American style, right?
Yeah, American style. We have a working washer apparently that probably takes half the water tank, so I probably just gonna wash in the sink. I don't know, in the bathtub. Go back to. I'm just gonna wash clothes.
I don't know what it's called. She needs to get herself one of them old-fashioned washers, the one with like the ridges on it. You like scrub with the bar of soap and that sort of thing. Get yourself one of those. Those clean actually well if you want to wash in the sink.
They did in the people we were at their house. They were washing their clothes in the sink. So whatever. I don't care. I don't need a spin cycle to be happy.
I mean, will your underpants fit in the sink? I don't think they will.
You switched it already?
Let me bring the other fan. It's like the list locked.
The bedroom has a huge bed and a huge. I've never seen such a huge headboard. And then the closet is pretty. It didn't work. I told you. It's the sun that charges the battery, babe.
I didn't switch it. Just
Oh. Hi, guys.
Oh, fast forward.
You can be a Canadian yet.
Oh, what was that? Let's back
Sure
up.
will you are. Marcus, if I was really miserable, I'd have a meltdown. I haven't even taken my brain pills in days.
Oh my God.
I
Why
don't
does
know
she
where they
do
are.
that? Why does she do that
Fast
with the
food.
pills? Like, to mess with those pills that mess with your brain chemistry is very, very dangerous. I don't know why she does this. And I like how she thinks that the one diabetic pill that she's on is just going to cure her diabetes. This healthy lifestyle is going to cure everything. She doesn't realize she's already done the damage. You've damaged your kidneys. You've damaged your liver. God knows what else you've probably damaged within your body that are irreversible. So it doesn't matter if you lose weight. It doesn't matter if you get on a healthy diet. You are damaged.
None. Maybe KFG. But it's okay. I can have KFG once. I can try it once at least and have a couple tenders. It's even Tammy Slayton. Look how thin she is now. She said it's. I still eat things, but just smaller portions.
Delulu.
People will take offense to you moving to an area that is still dealing with war and talking about using it to cleanse yourself.
Thank
I'm not
you.
using it to cleanse myself. I didn't come here. People are.
That's the problem, I think. And the thing is she's not doing it for like genuinely, like to like a genuine soul cleanse to like find herself, get in touch with the human spirit sort of thing, which many people do. They'll go to countries and do that. That's not what she's doing here. She purely went to this country to basically shadow Salah because she doesn't trust him. That's the only reason.
Using their brain. Like, I never said that. I'm not coming here to cleanse myself. Okay?
No.
I'm coming here to be with my husband. A byproduct automatically of that will be weight loss because it's a drastic change from my previous lifestyle.
So I take back everything that I said in that post that I made, where hopefully she'll cleanse herself and all of that. That's probably what somebody's pointing out. I completely take that back. I probably should delete that now. Oh no, maybe I'll leave it up. But yeah, completely. She hasn't learned anything, and the stuff that she's seen, absolutely nothing. It blows my mind how somebody that's 500 pounds can be so privileged and so oblivious to her surroundings. It's astonishing to me. I don't understand.
That's it.
Like my brain
I'm not
can't
coming here thinking
compute
it's
it.
a friggin' Dr. Now health retreat. Like, 3 to 4 bites, yeah, broken back. But you can eat 3 to 4 bites every hour. Tally home. Yeah.
She's a moron. You can eat 3 to 4 bites every hour, but it depends on what you're eating, Chantal. So, moron.
I want to go to Jordan. Either of you chose to be there?
Well, the king and queen don't want
I
you
mean,
there.
I do. I guess, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's not that we don't have a choice, because we do, but
They
this is
don't.
his country. I mean, he's from here, because he's Syrian. So, you know? But, yeah. Anyway. I'm kind of bummed about the battery. I thought our problems with the electric were over.
No.
He never lived here. Yes. Exactly.
I don't believe
So,
that.
it's hard for him. He sounded gloomy. It's hard to be when you're very tired and a bit stressed out. You know? It's not a comfortable life at all. Like, at all. But it's not...
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering because his family fled. I don't know what time period they fled in. They fled at some point Kuwait, Syria, and went into Kuwait. Now, she was saying that he's going to move into his family home. So is that the home that they left behind? Now, who knows, like, if rebels were able to gain entry to the home, if the home's destroyed, whatever, maybe that's what they're waiting on. So, I mean, who knows the size of the home? It could be maybe a sizable house. If it's like a family home in Syria, we have to wait and see. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine the smugness she's going to have if it's like a sizable, nice home? Oh my goodness. I can't wait.
It's livable, you know, I don't know what to say. Is he barred from Kuwait?
Yes.
No.
Lies. And then go back.
His country was never Kuwait. No. Because he can never be a permanent resident there. So, or a citizen. Nobody can unless you're Kuwaiti. Even if
That's not true.
you marry a Kuwaiti, your wife will not be a citizen.
That's not true. If you look it up, there's ways of becoming a Kuwaiti citizen. I think it takes like over 20 years, but you can become a Kuwaiti citizen.
So, what do you think for him, for me, you know? That's how it is in the Gulf countries, not just Kuwait. Dama, Syria opens at 10.
I think you have, what she's talking about is like as far as like oil rights, because a lot of these oil countries, the natural born citizens get an allotment of money. I think it's per month or something like that from the oil revenue. Every citizen that's born in whatever oil country. I think that might be the same situation in Kuwait. I'm not sure. But you can become a Kuwaiti citizen. Like I said, it just takes 20 or so years. There's like a lot of steps that you have to go through. But I don't know if you would be able to collect oil
You guys
money.
are looking up the restaurants? I want to try shawarma sharif. The guy cooks with a lung dart in his mouth.
Look at this. And people starving.
When chef smokes and cooks.
I'm going to fast forward it. It's current now. Oh my goodness. Look at that face. Is it going to go?
Pull up meds.
There we go.
I'm on my medication. I'm on metformin. I'm not going to Canada. Oh, shit.
She poop on herself?
My lymphedema is itchy. I think your
Ew.
haters are afraid you're going to finally lose weight and get healthier. I don't know. I don't care.
I actually
about
want her
that.
to lose weight.
I'm just trying to live my life.
I'm trying to live my life. You know what? I'm one of like the haters. She wants to call me a hater, whatever. I don't give a shit. I actually want her to lose weight. I actually want her to seek treatment and get healthy and like completely turn her life around. I'm one of those people, and this is like one thing my husband says that it's like to my own detriment, where I believe in people and I believe everybody is redeemable if they, you know, want to like change their life. It's possible. And I still feel that way about Chantal, even though a lot of people hate her. And like sometimes I don't like to use the word hate. I'll just say I dislike her a majority of the time. I do not hate her. Yeah, maybe I'm one of the rare
Resilience
ones.
is impressive. I don't know. I think, you know, I just had an inkling, like,
Is she high?
I don't know. You see other travel vloggers coming here.
She's slurring with
Since
that?
Syria was liberated, they've opened up the airspaces. And
Please, she's full of
more
shit.
people are coming here for tourism.
That's a lie. Nobody's coming there for tourism. The people that are going back to Syria are actually being kicked out of other countries that they were living in because they were refugees. So those countries that are tired of having, you know, the refugee situation that where they have to take care of, kicking those people out and they're being forced to return to Syria. As far as the airspace being open, yeah, it might be open right now because there's no bombs flying back and forth in between Israel and Iran at the moment. But, you know, the airspace can close down at any moment's notice, depending on, you know, how the war is going that day, let's just say. So she's full of shit.
I'm in a touristy area. So
She's high?
I'm not in a remote kidnapping area.
That's why we heard gunshots outside. Okay.
Not even, you know?
Is she on that?
Yeah,
What's
it's like
that drug that's popular there? Capcom or Capcom? Something like that. That was part of the reason why Assad was a bad leader, is because he was basically, you know, running a specific type of organization there. I mean, similar to I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but yeah. I'm wondering if she's on that shit right now. She's kind of, it's weird from the beginning of this video and then up to now. This isn't somebody that's tired. This is somebody that's like on something.
ruckus. It sounds like a vacuum. Sorry.
And I don't even know, like, is heroin accessible there? I'm pretty much
This is
sure it
so
is.
funny.
Wow.
Breathing my faces. Yeah. I don't, Bremac, I mean, I don't get into the,
She probably ate those
there's
chips
so much
and
more to Syria than
she probably ate those chips and that whatever she took metabolized. That's why she's acting like this. She's completely
you know?
baked out of her mind on something.
No, not all travel vloggers do. No.
That's like an opioid. I'm sorry.
Not the
I'm
ones I
having
watch. I don't like
flashbacks.
those ones that are planned. I like the get in the raw solo backpacking.
I'm having like flashbacks to, and all of you out there that have dealt with heroin addicts when they nod off like mid conversation. That's literally what she's reminding me of right now. Like talking to my stepfather or my aunt that were heroin addicts like the entire time, and they would just like nod off like this. The way she's talking and looking, holy moly!
You know, whatever.
Wow,
So.
wow, it's amazing. Enjoy the dragon.
Ethan. No sugar. His name is Ethan. Yeah, I've already seen and experienced a lot. It's very different. And yeah.
She's high as fuck. I'm
True
sorry.
hardcore travel blogger. Had gun firing happening around you. I don't think that was like a normal thing. I don't know.
That is a normal thing. You're in a war zone, you fucking moron.
Yeah, I want to go to the markets. There's extremist groups everywhere.
And the only reason why it's a normal thing here in where I live in California is because we have a gang situation. So it's normal for here.
Yeah, they're always defined by that too, yeah. True. But there is a lot of political stuff, and I'm not getting into that. I'm just here to...
Yeah. Get high.
I just want to show you guys, like, content-wise, just, you know...
I want to get high.
The food.
Eat and get high again.
The markets.
And get high.
You know.
This is so
gunshots twice.
nodding
It's
off coded.
fireworks.
Please. Those are
Haven't even been
gunshots.
a week. Every day is exhausting for me because for a normal person of a normal weight, probably not as bad. The no electricity thing is awful. I know it's. We went to a store and the lights were off.
Why are you laughing? It's not funny.
I was like, the power thing is just. I hope it fixes.
It's
For
not.
the people's sake, you know, it's sad.
No, what she means is for her sake. She didn't give shit about the people. They need to hurry up and fix that power grid. You know, get it up and running because Chantal's there. You're annoying her.
No guide, Salah is.
And she doesn't like. She thinks like a. She thinks like like the infrastructure like of a nation that size or even a city. Let's just say a city. Oh, it'll repair itself like in a month. No, it takes like years, 10, 20, 30, maybe even 50 years to fix something like that.
Yeah, the Sedinaya prison, I think, or whatever. Yeah, Nicole. Now, I don't know if I can go there.
Why would you want to go
Like,
there?
the torture and everything these people endure there is just... You see videos of them being released and reunited with their families, and it's just the things they got arrested for. Like,
See, I'm telling you what side she's on. You could see.
it's surreal to me that I'm in the country where these atrocities happened. You know, not that long ago. Whenever we were in Kuwait in bed, and Salah just freaked out. They're freeing Syria, like in what, a couple of days, a few hours? I don't know. It didn't take long. Syria was free. It's
Syria
insane.
is not free. What is she talking about?
Like, it was emotional for him, for sure.
Syria is not free. It's been taken over by a ISIS leader. It's not free.
Brewster's Tendi. So, what's Syria known for the most?
And those and the people that believe, oh, he used to be a member of ISIS. No, ISIS is it's gang rules. Like once you join the gang, you're in the gang for life, and that's how I feel about him.
It's one of the oldest. I think Aleppo. I think it's
She's
Aleppo.
so
I thought it was
high.
Damascus, but I think it's Aleppo is like the oldest inhabited, continuously inhabited, free. It's free compared to how it was.
Please. She doesn't even know what was going on. She doesn't know what was going on. She doesn't know what groups of people were being basically killed in the country. She doesn't know about the drug running that was going on. She doesn't know any of the situation. She doesn't know about the USA involvement. She doesn't even know about the Russian involvement. There's like all these other, political things that are involved in all of it. She has no idea. No idea.
The cities in the world. Yeah, it's free from the Assad regime, yeah.
Is it free, really? I don't think so.
Aleppo is the oldest. Vogue. God bless you, Salah. Arabs invented math. Shall we not forget? Yeah, they did. Things do. Your cousin married a man from Damascus? Honestly, guys, I've never met such welcoming, nice people, like, ever in my life. Like, I swear. No, never. It's chaos on the streets. I'm gonna film it, but you have...
Bitch is nodding
you
off.
drive by, it's so busy. I'm not used to that.
What do you mean? You were just in Kuwait. What are you talking about?
I'm sitting in mold. There's no mold. No, my filters don't work in Syria. They run on solar. I have no makeup on and I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Thailand busy. Yes. Yep. I don't know if there's spiders.
There is camel spiders. Google it.
Yeah. I can film things. It's not, I can film things.
No, you can't. You need to get a permit.
It's for tourism. I'm going to film touristy places.
Touristy places.
I'm not going to, go right in someone's face.
Are touristy places the guys with the big guns? Is that a touristy place? Or the flatbed trucks, taking missiles and things like that over the border? Is that touristy things?
Film them if they don't want to be. If we go to, a restaurant, I don't think it's a problem. People make it a problem.
Are you serious right now? She was in Kuwait, and it was a problem, and that's more of a westernized country. And she thinks that this country that really has no functioning government is basically, out here with martial law and shit. Nobody's gonna have a problem. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. Okay. See how that works out.
I don't know. I don't think there's black mold here. In my Canada one. There's a storm Chantal? Oh, cool. No, I don't want my name associated with destruction. Running on solar. Yes. You guys. Well, as long as your battery's working. Film everything in case they make a Netflix film. Well, if this is the way I go out, it's the way I go out. That's the thing about being religious. You put your full trust in God and don't worry about the rest.
That's not true.
Just leave.
If you put your full trust in God, and judging from Neo Tarot's latest card reading about you, that you're ignoring your third eye, which is basically your intuition. You are ignoring God at every stop. At every stop. Look at where you're at. This isn't something that you're meant to do, Chantal. Come on.
To God. Whatever. Everyone has their time.
Jeez. Such disrespect.
Whatever. I'm not gonna leave Salah. I know don't know. Like, I know it stresses him out more because, like, he has to worry about me too now. It's not just himself. And the man has, like, responsibilities to take care of his wife, right? In his cultures. So
No, that has nothing cultural to do with it. See, I
he's
like how
worried.
she like tries to put this all on the cultural aspect, whatever. That's not it, Chantal. You like literally made him a target. You're a 500-pound target. So congrats.
He worries about every little thing. Like, where's your fan? Where's your charger? Where's your, you know? I try to make him relax, but it's hard for him.
Yeah, because he doesn't want his
So
cash
don't worry.
cow
Like, don't worry about
to
that.
die.
I don't think I'm gonna need as many medications that, like, I feel
Wow.
like a lot of the medications I was on were due to my unhealthy lifestyle, and I feel like if my lifestyle is changing, but the metformin I still take.
She's a moron.
Yeah, I use green energy. Yes, exactly. God,
Oh
what was
no,
for
not the green
Tuesday?
energy.
It was even raining in Dallas. Die over. I'm not gonna being dramatic, Norman. And he's my husband. He's my family. How many of you are married and in love? Would you risk it?
No. And my husband wouldn't
Yes.
want me to either.
My leg is swollen because of how long I've been sitting.
My husband,
Social.
no. And like I said, I've been married for over 30 years. My husband wouldn't want to put me in that position at all. So, like, the fact that you would say, like, would you risk it? Would he risk it for me? I wouldn't even put him in the position to question, like, himself about that. If you love somebody, you don't do that by choice. Now, I could see, like, if you met him and he was already there, then maybe, that would be excusable. But you guys, like, went there by choice. Maybe not Salah. I don't know. Who knows? But you went there by choice. So it's not the same thing, Salah. I mean, Chantal. I'm about to call you Salah, Chantal.
Using for hours. I need to put my feet up or they swell sometimes. But the ankle on the side of my heart is skinny. It's this one, so
That doesn't mean a damn thing.
he's not a refugee. Syria is not in a war anymore.
He was a
So he
refugee.
can't, there's no refugee.
He had refugee status.
Yes, I know. I wouldn't look. But I know he loves me. I love him too. You wouldn't risk it, then you don't love him enough.
Oh my goodness. Wow. The nerve of her saying that. Wow.
But not everyone can do this. I'm not saying that to pat my own back.
You are, clearly.
'Cause,
Come
I
on.
know people think I'm crazy, but not everyone can come to a place like this. It's just not,
She's trying to do this for pats on the back. She's trying to do this because she wants to, seem edgy. She wants to seem cool. She wants to do something that nobody else has done. And all of us can see, especially the ones that have been married for like 20, 30, 40 years, all of us old bitches out here, we see this clearly for what it is. She is a desperate, desperate individual that seeks attention at any cost.
If it was just me and my husband, absolutely. But now that I have kids, yeah. And that's different. That's different. You heard him. He didn't want me to come to an unsafe area.
Because you're going to
And I was
drag him down.
What am I going to do? I don't want to stay in Cornwall.
Wow. But you want to go to Syria
It's not
instead.
just Canada. I don't want to be there without him. You know?
I don't
So
know
I
about
took-
you, but I think I would rather stay in Cornwall than Syria.
He can, inshallah, someday. Maybe we'll make that our home. I don't know.
Never.
Maybe we'll get fed up, go to Malaysia. There's only so many places someone with a Syrian passport can go.
Yeah, and why
I can
is
go
that?
anywhere in the world. And
I don't know about now, because you're in Syria basically illegally. You didn't notify Canada about your arrival. So I think you're going to be red flagged from now on. So good luck. Good luck.
if you have a passport from a top-notch, you take it for granted because really,
So did you? You did. You don't know. You don't realize that's what you did. You literally took your passport for granted by doing what you did, entering or smuggling yourself into Syria via Beirut, Lebanon causeway, I guess. Yeah. So you literally are what you just spoke about, taking your Canadian passport for granted. Fucking moron.
the pause situation did turn me right off of staying there
Really?
because I was like, whoa, you're going far, man. I had like I was thought I was doing something really good. Like what?
Like
And
what?
then I realized, like, if I can get in trouble for trying to do something good like that, like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not staying and dealing with that. Never.
What do you think is
Probably
going to happen in
nothing.
Syria?
Whatever. I just don't want to. And,
What does she think's going to happen in Syria where the laws are like Islamic laws basically there? What it's going to turn into is that Sharia law. What does she think that's going to be? At least Kuwait is, you know, a little bit westernized, a little bit lenient on certain things. Syria is a whole other story.
although, I mean, I do regret ever, like, raging or, like, swearing, doing stuff like that.
We're going to get a rage.
For sure.
We're going to get a rage.
I wish I hadn't given anybody not worth my attention because when you rage you have you have a response that people seek from you, like, you know what I mean?
Nobody
Why would I
seeks
give
that.
them what they want? No.
Because that's what you function off of. It's your life's blood is
Summer
rage.
house in Cornwall. Ugh, I hate Cornwall.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I hope if she ever makes it back to Cornwall, you know, let's just say she gets, you know, the hand of God touches her and she's able to escape Syria. She goes back to Cornwall with her tail in between her legs. I hope somebody, you know, like a group with, you know, torches and pitchforks gets together and, you know, meets her at the airport and beats the crap out of her from Cornwall.
Julia. Darling. I love her. Mohammed the rooster. We call him Ahmed. Shh, Ahmed. Halas. I don't know, maybe I'm just... It's not love addiction. It's like a... I don't know, like I don't have to explain it. I know. I don't want to be alone living there. Boring. I like having Salah in my life as my husband, like a partner in life, you know?
She wants a caretaker in life.
And honestly, I'm not even saying that. I miss Julia pretty much as much. I just missed her. It was breaking my heart.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
His name is Ken.
I'm not going to lie. I would probably miss old man Tucker more than my husband. I'm not going to lie. I'm being honest. Because you know what it is? There's a thing. Especially with the dogs, because I'm a dog person. I love dogs. I probably was a dog in a former life. There's something about a bond between dogs and a person that is just so different than like a bond with a human. I don't know what it is. I guess it's the unconditional love or whatever. But I've only had like 2 dogs in my life where I've had this bond with, like this close of a bond, is old man Tucker, and then I had a dog that I rescued from the pound. Oh, somebody just shut off a firework. His name was Papio, and I had the same type of bond. Like we had to be related in like in another lifetime or something. It's just weird. I love the dogs.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll put it towards solar energy. We'll get KFG. You have the same attachment style? Codependency? It's a human thing. Men and women they're supposed to get married and build a life together. Not no, that's not okay.
I was gonna say you better backtrack that.
That's narrow-minded to say that because so many people are single and have a life. But for me personally,
But you can't even say men and women. There's all sorts of people that find love, whether it be two men, two women, or people that are non-binary, and there's different groups of people that find love. You can't just be so narrow-minded that that's all to life. Life is much more than I think people think it is.
I don't know. I used to think go to Dubai. No, I'm tired of the arid, dry, really hot.
And you're in Syria.
And Dubai is even worse. Dubai is
You've never been there. Hello.
so touristy.
You've never been to Dubai.
Can get more wives out.
Yeah, he can. Yalla.
No, I'm not sick. I'm okay.
She's high.
Watch, the weight will fall off. I know it. The lifestyle I'm living, there's no way I can be obese, like super obese. Like, watch 2 months from now. Just watch.
If you're
I
alive.
could go for a pita with cheese right now. Yes. If I wasn't in love with Salah and I didn't miss him, okay, maybe I could live alone. But I'm in love. I love him.
Look it. I love my husband, but I could live alone. Like sometimes. Yeah. So, I don't know.
takes care of me a lot, like in ways that maybe I should be able to take care of myself with, but Syrian war, please.
She's so
It's not
high.
about that. It's they eat healthier, real food in this country.
I think that's the world in
And yes,
general.
eat less. Why not? Look at the
I think when you tend to come from a capitalist society, there's less healthy eating. Majority of the world doesn't eat the crap food that a lot of capitalistic countries eat, Chantal.
I used to eat like a hanzira, like all
You still
day
are
and night,
one.
eating. You know what?
It's been like 2 days.
I should humble myself.
How many days
with
has
the
it been?
people
3,
here
4?
And not,
I think somebody probably told her that.
I'm being influenced. I'm being around people who are humble, happy despite what they don't have. They focus on what they have. And that's what Islam is about.
No, they don't focus on what...
KFC
That's not what
Kevin.
it's about. They don't focus on what they have. They're thankful for what they have, Chantal. There's a big difference. That's what I'm saying. You don't get it. You do not get it at all. I don't know if you're ever going to get it. I don't know if you're going to get it. Wow.
You can eat real food anywhere. No, I can't. The temptation is too much right now. I don't know. A caregiver. It's not really a caregiver because he doesn't do anything for me like personal care wise.
Lies.
It's not just me. It's his entire culture is like that. The man takes care of the woman. So.
Not to this extent. She has like this fantasy
Oh,
land
a
of what that is.
caregiver.
You know,
And
she
if
has like
someone-
this, but does she understand? Yes. In specific cultures around the world where the man is the household, this is how I was raised, where the man works and the woman stays at home, takes care of the house, raises the children, that sort of thing. Yes. That's how like a lot of the world lives. But the thing about that is, Chantal, this is not like you're a woman of luxury where you have all this money where you are able to hire, servants to do, things around the house like cooking, cleaning, that sort of thing. You have to actually do this stuff yourself as a wife. Cook, clean, take care of the children, even take care of the farm animals if that's the scenario. You just don't get it. You're living in Delulu land. Like being a wife and being taken care of in that type of society, you have to put in your due diligence as well as far as giving your contribution.
It's a caregiver. Why shame them for it? Like,
Jeez.
why shame someone for needing a caregiver? Like, it's not.
Then
It's not
hello,
nice.
Shani. You were making fun of Shani.
Looking for someone else to make you happy. I don't know if it's about happiness.
Nothing will ever make her happy.
It's lonely. I don't know.
It is. That's it right
it's
there.
hard to-
She has this perpetual lonely feeling that she keeps trying to feel. And I blame this on her mother and how she was raised. That she's always trying to fill with food, with men, with different like chaotic situations, trying to fill the hole, nothing ever works. Will this work? Probably not. She's going to continue to do this until the day she dies without treatment.
For anyone, it's for him. Like I love him. He's my husband. I'm married for a reason.
Yeah.
You know.
We all know. For papers.
Takes care of our money. Maybe I guess a part of me does like that I don't have to use my brain much with him.
Wow.
I feel I feel maybe it's like that's not fair to him. Like I have to try to be, I take care of him too though.
What a
Like, you guys
horrible
don't
woman. This is a
see the
horrible
things I do
woman.
for him, really, but
She doesn't want to use her brain much. That's her excuse for like being taken care of. So that's why, like I say, when she does this like whole little stupid thing that she does where she talks like a baby or she pretends like she doesn't know something in front of him, like to play stupid, like she's this damsel in distress and doesn't know anything, it's all a fucking act. It's disgusting. She's
do it on
just
your own.
disgusting.
yeah, I mean, I could do it. Like I set up my own apartment. I had my life, but that's not something I wanted. Like once I was there,
No.
like in Kuwait, I was like instantly, like I'm so impulsive, like I booked the ticket the next day to leave. And even Salah was like, Stani Shui, like wait a little bit. No, I'm out of here.
Because you're a
And I
dumbass.
visualized, like while I was on the plane, like, yeah, self-medicating in my own apartment, AC,
What are you doing different now?
Mario beezing, and eating. Like, is that really living?
You're doing the same thing now, minus the Mario.
I was still depressed.
Same
Very
thing.
much, but a different kind. Like, I'm not depressed right now. At all.
Sure.
Like, I feel, take care of her. Have I ever been truly happy? Katima Vic. When I'm
Oh my
living
goodness.
life, forcing myself, like, it's hard, and you feel exhausted, and you feel like, oh, what am I doing?
So she likes the Katimovic thing was like for the troubled girls or whatever, the school that she went to. So it was very structured environment. So I guess her personality type, because it's so rebellious or whatever, needs that type of confinement and structured environment in order for her to feel safe and secure. That's at least what I'm getting from that. Considering how she likes to be in the society that she's in right now, where Salah has all the control and her as a female has absolutely zero power in that environment. It kind of makes sense. She likes it. I mean, like I said, jail would be another option for her that would probably work very well for her.
And after you start to feel, the more you do it, the more expose yourself to, like, you feel good. You feel like you're learning something. You're learning to be more humble. You're learning, like, different things about life that, don't involve consumerism.
You just ate a bag of chips. So
That's what I was doing in Canada. I don't know. I like the Arab culture. It's more welcoming.
she's She's a moron.
a more simple type of life, and it's
She's a moron.
I don't know how to. If you haven't experienced it, you can't really know what it's like. I don't know.
She's a moron. She's a complete moron. Like, I have no other word. Moron.
Yeah, it is living life, Angela. To me, it is going out, interacting with all kinds of really nice people, being places you've never been, exploring the beauty of a country, the traditions, the cultures.
You didn't do any of that
Even
in
if it's
Kuwait.
risky, whatever.
You were there in Kuwait for 3 years. You did none of that. So I'm just making a prediction that we're going to see a lot of the same here, and it's probably going to be even worse because there's rapid gunfire and bombs like around her. So yeah, and dogs fighting apparently.
Putting pressure on a man to take care of you. Yeah, I think he wanted to be like. I think he feels really responsible when the power goes out.
Because of you.
If there's something not, up to standard, it's like it's not your fault.
But that's not a good thing, though.
That's how it is.
Like
here.
she's really weird because the way she's looking at it, she's taking it like oh, he feels like bad and he feels responsible, instead of the other way around that it should be is like, why am I here making the man that I allegedly love feel this way? I shouldn't even be here. I'm causing more problems for him. That's what she should be thinking, but no, she doesn't.
So I try not to complain, to keep the morale up between us.
Keep the morale up between us.
Self-medicating
Wow.
and eating is numbing.
That's a sign right there to keep the morale going between us. So there's some trouble in paradise, I presume. She's high as hell.
I do like Mario beezing though. Just do you. For the next 6 months? Nope, not really. It's like you're in a war zone. Wait, Syria is at war? It's been liberated and there's still unrest, yes, but I wouldn't say it's a war zone.
I don't think it's really been liberated.
Actually, yes. From the previous war, yeah, you're right.
Jesus Christ, she didn't know what's going on.
Oh, well. And I guess I'm in a war zone, I don't know.
She thinks it's cool. Like, what the hell? Like, literally.
I mean, I'm here now. What can I do about it? Whatever God's will is. Yeah, dollies. You think so? Yeah, I just want to be with him. And,
She ignores God's plan the entire time. Like, she's had so many chances. She's just, like I said, as a person watching that believes in signs and like a higher power giving you always a way out and always a different direction in something, she's given so many opportunities for this by a higher power, and she ignores all of them. It's amazing. She has absolutely zero relationship with God or any higher power whatsoever. None. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
My man is the same when I'm not around. He said he can relax because he doesn't have to control over what happens to me when we are together.
And especially with her impulsivity, like, honestly, I believe like your inner voice and the thing like that you hear like that, your intuition, whatever you want to call that. I think that's like the higher power moving through you, kind of like warning you. Well, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. You usually pay attention to something like that. Chantal ignores it completely and just does what she wants to do.
I did say also that he worried about me when I was in Canada too. He's was always stressed out about it. Hey, Wanda.
Stressed out about what? About when's your next meal? I mean, what?
Oh.
She's so high.
What are you talking about? I said that I have my medicine.
I might have to cut
my
this video in
CPAP.
half
I'm
in 2
going to bed in a
parts.
couple hours.
I might have to do this in 2 parts because I'm already going. How long is this? I'm already like at 2.5 hours. I'm gonna cut this video right now because this is long, and then I'm gonna probably do a part 2. Because right now I'm looking at the screen, it's black. I don't even know what's going on. So this will continue in another video. So I will see you on the flip side.